Fathers podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be considered legal advice. If you are going through the family law court process, particularly as a father, then this podcast may be relevant to what you may experience. Some things we discuss in these episodes may be triggering, and if you suffer from any form of mental health related conditions or subject to domestic or family violence and need any assistance, then please call 1-800-RESPECT in Lifeline. The views and experiences discussed by people on our show are not necessarily the views and opinions of Broken Fathers podcast or their guest speakers. We strongly advise you seek your own independent legal and professional advice, as the Broken Fathers podcast will not be liable, answerable, or accountable for any loss or damage or litigation resulting from discussions on our platform. Right, this podcast is now in session. Hold on, guys. The judge is running late to court. So whilst we wait, I'd like to take this moment to acknowledge our platinum sponsor, Straight Up Construction. At Straight Up Construction, they take pride in delivering high-end work across every trade. From new builds to renovations, no job is too big or too small. Director Luke Miller and his dedicated team tackle every project with integrity, hard work, honesty, and a commitment to delivering superior quality results every time. Straight Up Construction is built on the belief that strong foundations matter just as much in the bones of a home as they do in the heart of one. Families should stand strong, and every loving parent should maintain their right to be a part of their children's lives. Straight Up Construction believes that in true Aussie spirit, everyone deserves a fair go. That's why we're proud to have Straight Up Construction as our platinum sponsor. With their support, we continue to produce the Broken Fathers podcast and shine a light on the struggles of men who have been let down by the system. Good morning, listeners and viewers, and welcome back to the Broken Fathers podcast, Australia's first and only podcast dedicated to addressing family court issues from the perspective of fathers. I'm your host, Percy. Before I introduce my next guest, just a reminder, the link for my podcast merchandise is in our bio on Insta, Facebook, TikTok, or just go straight to fkvx.au. Now, on today's story is one that hits hard. It's about a father who didn't walk away, he was pushed out. A story of false allegations, a system that didn't listen, and years spent fighting just to be part of his children's lives. From being cut off completely, to supervised visits, to watching his daughter slowly slip away through a system that was meant to protect them. Even when the charges were dropped, even when he was found not guilty, the damage was already done. This isn't just about one man, it's about what happens when silence, fear, and broken processes collide. After years of staying quiet to protect his children, he's finally ready to speak. This is his truth. Joining with me today is Benson and his partner Collette. Welcome, guys.
Thank you, Jared.
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thanks for coming down. I appreciate you taking time out of your day and your schedule and driving down. Appreciate it. Before we jump into the circus that's known as family court,
Yeah.
I'd like to know about my guest. So I'll start with you, Benson, mate. What was life like for you growing up?
Life was great, Jared. So originally from Borneo, Malaysia.
Yep.
Grew up there, and then I came here in 1990 because my dad got transferred. He was working in the airlines, and been in Brisbane my entire, half of my life.
Yeah. How old were you when you came over?
About 15.
Yeah. How old are you now?
I'm 50.
50. Oh, you're 50.
50.
What? Oh, you don't look 50, man.
All right.
His
Oh,
age
yeah,
is-
skin, yeah. Aging like a fine wine.
Thank you.
I was going to say maybe 40. Well, I'm 38, yeah.
That's what I tell people now. Yeah, so man. Obviously went to school here, and
We spoke offline. Before you went to Toowoomba Grammar. Before you went up to Toowoomba, Darling Downs.
yeah.
No.
So I went to Indooroopilly.
Intro. That's it. Yeah, yeah.
For 8, 9, and 10, and then
11,
went
12.
over to Downlands College.
Yeah, nice.
11, 12.
And then you finished school. What happened then?
Finished school. Did my diploma of hospitality,
Yeah.
Hotel management.
Yeah.
Worked in a couple of hotels, and it just wasn't really my thing, man. Because I come from a musical family.
Yeah.
I love singing and entertaining, and so while I was doing that, even while I was still in school, I was actually performing around Brisbane and stuff like that, like dancing.
Yep.
Man. So that whole hotel hospitality thing wasn't my thing, and started dancing for like a few years. Just doing backups and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then that kind of, wore off, like wasn't really popular anymore.
Yeah.
So I thought I gotta do something else. So that's when I started singing.
Yeah,
like,
nice.
And just been doing that since. Like, been singing around, Brisbane and
Yeah.
and
And Koi, were you at Koi singing?
The funny thing is, I actually started. I sang there when it first opened.
When it started? Oh, really?
And after that, friends of mine took over.
When did they first open Koi?
Oh my god, good question, bro.
Yeah,
Can't
good
remember.
food there.
Yeah, it's
good
nice.
food, yeah.
You go there?
Yeah. I haven't been for a while, but yeah, every time I go there, the food's good. Yeah. All right, and then so what? We're in your 20s now, somewhere, what, late 20s? I'm just trying to do your timeline.
Yeah. So yeah.
And then
20s. Yeah.
So how many kids do you have? Sorry.
Right now, I got 4.
4 kids. Yep. All to your ex.
No.
So,
No. So 1 to my ex.
Yep.
2 to my next ex.
Yep.
And then
1 to your previous, last one.
Lovely girl right here.
Oh, sorry. All right. Well, how did you meet your first ex? The first.
All right,
mother
man.
of your
So
child?
actually, okay. So I met my daughter's mum.
Yep.
So my 2 girls. So my let me start this again.
So your first child's a daughter?
No, sorry. My first one is my son.
Yep.
But he
Second
met
one
his
is
ex-wife before he had his son.
okay.
Yeah.
You get that?
You just start your story from the beginning, from
Okay.
Take your
from the
time.
mid-90s.
Take your time.
Okay. So all right. So back in the 90s, so I met my ex-wife. I met my ex-wife back in the 90s.
Yep.
So we used to date.
Yep.
We like we knew people that, like obviously friends. We were friends with people that we knew and stuff like that. And so we dated for a bit, and then she had to move back to Adelaide. So she moved to Adelaide, and then and then that's when I met. This is just gonna.
Yeah, that's fine, bro. Yeah, just sorry.
So and then I met the mother of my son.
Yep.
And then we got together, and then we had my son. And that was cool, man. Like she's a beautiful person. We got along really well. Obviously, relationship wise, like it wasn't, like I think we were just better off being friends,
Yeah.
So like we had a good relationship even till now, and so the entire time we co-parented my son.
That's good.
Yeah, like no issues, like
Yeah.
like no problem at all. And then I reconnected with my
Ex-wife.
my
Yep.
ex-wife. Yeah.
So before we move on that, so how long were you together before you guys separated? Sorry.
With who?
With
With your son's mum.
yeah. So
Oh.
obviously you everything you guys co-parented, but at what
Yeah.
point do you sort of go your own ways after he was born?
Man, it's funny because we were kind of on and off, and
Yeah, okay.
like I guess we were young, and
Yeah.
like
How old were you at the time?
I was in my 20s.
20s. Yep.
Yeah, in my 20s. Yeah, like mid 20s. I
Yep,
think.
yep.
Yeah. So like we're young, and
Yeah.
she's got her own thing,
Still
I got my
growing.
own thing. We just got a beautiful son together that and got along really well. Go over to Malaysia quite a bit, And the funny thing is, like, even when we separated, she was still going over there, like with her like partner,
Oh
like,
yeah.
after me,
Yeah.
and go visit my families
It's all
and stuff like
smooth
that.
sailing. It's all,
Yeah, all good, man.
Adults being adults.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
Okay. Sorry. Yep. Keep going.
yeah.
I'm with you.
So where am I up to now?
So you reconnected.
Yeah.
Okay, so I reconnected to my ex-wife.
Yep.
We so she obviously moved back here, and then
You didn't actually know she moved back here. They bumped into each other.
Okay.
yeah. So and then we got together again.
Yep.
So, dated. You know, that obviously, again, I think we're still kids back, you know, dated for like, I don't know, maybe like a year or so.
Mm-hmm.
And then went our separate ways again. Sorry, I think the first one, I think it's the second time when she had to move back to Adelaide.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
No, you're all right, but take your time, bro.
Yeah, so she had to move back to Adelaide. So the second time when we reconnected, she moved back, and then the third time, that's when she came back.
Yep.
And I bumped into her in one of the shopping centers here, and yeah, it was like, oh shit, you know, 3 times in a row, like. So I mean, we had a good friendship, you know, like, you know, obviously, you know, like, I don't know, like, but the funny thing is, like, the third time, you know, there was like, I think the first 2 times when we've dated, I think, like I said, we were young. I think we were just kids, you know, like
Still growing.
But the third time when we reconnected, like I think that's
Mature.
when I saw, like, you know, like red flags and stuff like that, you know.
Okay.
But obviously you kind of just ignore that, and because, you know, you kind of go, oh yeah, I've known you for a long time, and then yeah, we dated again.
Yep.
Dated again, and then but yeah, man, I saw like heaps of like I should have known, you know, like just really jealous. And
Yeah, what were some of the red flags, if you're happy to talk about it?
yeah, definitely. So because I'm in the entertainment industry,
Yeah.
you know, like I perform and stuff like that, she just gets really jealous.
Controlling?
With a little bit controlling, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, like after you finish singing, like, you know, you get people coming up and, you know, kind of
Photos.
praise you and stuff like that, you know, like women and like guys and girls. But like she'll come up and like she'll dig her nails into me, like when girls come up and like, you know, oh, hey, I enjoyed, you know, like your performance, and then she like just a negative vibe, man. You know, you can feel it, you know. Even I feel uncomfortable, you know, like, you know, and she'll be like staring at the girls, and it's like, oh, come on, relax, like.
Yeah.
That, and also, like the main one is like she was really jealous because I had a son to my ex, after her, you know. So that was the real bad one, like, because I used to have to pick my son up, like when I get him, and she wouldn't let me pick him up. She wants to go pick him up because she wouldn't trust me to go.
See the ex.
Yeah.
Talk about your wedding.
Oh, yes. So that was a big issue. Like, so we decided to get married.
Yep.
I don't know why.
We're about to get married.
Brisbane.
Indooroopilly.
Yeah.
Indooroopilly, oh yeah.
Yeah, golf club.
Oh yeah.
I think, you know, like when I think back now, I think it's just, you know, like you think, oh shit, you know, you're getting old, like you're growing up now, and you think you know this person because we've been together, you know, since, like, you've known them since the 90s, and, you know, you think, oh, maybe this can work out, you know, like, but fuck, bro. Oh,
no, you can swear. Yeah, I swear all the time.
Oh fuck, it's, you know, like I should have known, you know. So the wedding nearly didn't go.
You're right. I just checked them.
Yep. So the wedding, it nearly didn't go ahead because she didn't want my son's mum to be there because my son was the ring boy.
And he had such a good relationship.
Yeah.
He invited the ex to his wedding.
So because we got a good relationship.
It's good. Like her parent.
Yeah. So in the end, she kind of agreed, like, you know, she can come, but she has to sit like all the way down the back. You know, one of those, bro. It's like, oh, man, come on, grow up. Anyway, again, you know, you kind of just you're in that
love bubble type state.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So on the wedding day, we had a family photos. Mum jumped in, my son's mum.
Yep.
Man, she made a big scene, bro.
Oh no.
Yeah. Made a big scene. Get the fuck out of there. Family photo. You're not part of the family. Man, in front of my mum, in front of like my son, just in front of
everyone.
Yeah, I'm like, fucking hell. It was embarrassing, man.
Bro, I feel embarrassed just hearing the story. Like, just, I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
some people just can't put stuff aside and recognise like this is someone's big day. Don't make a scene.
Yep.
Just leave it for another time.
Yep.
How did that set the tone for the rest of the day, for the rest of the wedding day?
It was crap. We kind of just went back to the hotel and just went to sleep. Yeah, so that's one incident. And what else? That's pretty much it, eh? Like that.
So you guys, but you end up having a child with her.
Yeah. So
Post wedding, obviously.
yeah. So we obviously
You
we
push
plan.
on.
They were getting older and she wanted children. They were trying and then she couldn't have a child. So they went through IVF twice.
Twice IVF.
What, if you don't mind me, IVF, heard it costs a lot. Was
Yeah.
it like 10 grand a pop or something?
I think we were quite lucky. We didn't. I think it wasn't quite. That,
is,
but
is that the price today? I thought I heard
I think so.
something.
Man, yeah. But for two, it's nearly up there.
Yeah.
IVF, got two beautiful daughters together.
What's the age gap between them?
2 years.
2 years. Yep.
So when we had my our daughters, things were kind of all right. It wasn't
Wasn't
I
too
felt
bad.
like it wasn't the jealousy kind of thing. It wasn't as strong as before. So
They started their barbershop during that time as well.
oh yeah,
Do you think because she had a kid with you, kind of sort of gave her that bit of, I don't know,
I think so. I
Yes.
think so. Yeah.
security maybe? Yeah.
And she's probably busy, with
Being a
other
mum,
girls
et cetera,
being a
yeah, yeah.
mum, and so things were cool, just normal couple. Yeah, we had a barbershop together too, and opened up a barbershop.
Did you cut hair?
Yeah, I cut
Oh,
it.
yeah, true.
Yeah, because I was sick of waiting. When every time I had to go
Yeah.
to the
It's an
barbershop,
hour, yeah. 2-3 hour wait
So-
sometimes.
and when we wanted our own business too, so we can kind of be together, and
Yeah.
so we opened up a barbershop, and so that was cool.
So,
What else do you want to know?
well, so you have your first daughter. Think things are going all right at home.
Yeah.
Then obviously you guys decide to have a second child.
one,
IVF.
IVF again.
Okay. Yep. So one per child.
Yep.
If that makes sense. Yep. After you have your second child, your second daughter, I assume that at some point severe cracks start showing and the relationship breaks down. Is that right?
Hey guys, just a quick shout out to our gold sponsors. MCH Industries are a mining maintenance specialist company supplying solutions to the coal mining industry in the Bowen Basin and regional New South Wales. They supply superintendents, supervisors, leading hands, diesel fitters, tyre fitters, auto electricians, HV electricians, and trade assistants to assist. The mining one-stop shop for mechanical trades. MCH Industries are always looking for good blokes to jump on the team, so check out their Instagram for more details. And are you looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? There's only one name that's been leading the way for over 123 years, Ray White. Ray White isn't just another real estate brand. It's a family business built on ambition, trust, and leadership. Today, it stands as the largest real estate group in Australasia, connecting people with homes and investments across the country. Whether you're a first-time buyer, a seasoned investor, or looking for that perfect home, Ray White is committed to delivering authentic, local expertise. Because real estate isn't just about properties, it's about people, communities, and futures. And when it comes to trusted leadership, meet Alex Ilyan, an ex-Army veteran turned dedicated real estate agent. Alex knows what it means to serve, to strategize, and to get the job done. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just have questions, Alex is here to guide you every step of the way, servicing the Geelong, Bellarine, and Surf Coast areas. Ray White, the name you can trust in real estate.
I busted her having multiple affairs
affairs.
on the internet.
So like dating app?
It wasn't dating app. It was Instagram actually.
Oh,
Instagram. So
how long has that been going on for, do you know?
right, bro. Check this out. Hang on. Let me.
Oh, here we go.
She was having this internet affair with this American guy. He's a barber. As far as July 2018,
And when did you get married? Sorry,
2010.
2010. So you guys were married for quite some time.
Quite some time, man.
And then,
Yep.
what year did you have your second child? 2014.
2014.
Yep.
2016.
Oh, 2016. Sorry.
2016.
Yeah.
And then, how far back does the affair? Can you track the affair? That 2018.
July 2018.
2018. Yep.
Yep.
And was he living here? Or was he over?
No, he's from America.
He's from America. Yeah. Right.
So, because I was just really suspicious because she used to be really, like really cool with her mobile phone, like.
And he started getting a bit protective.
Very protective, man. Like, if a phone rings, like
True.
it's always on her, I'm like, that's unusual, like even if I want to, go on a phone and, like it's like.
Takes it with her everywhere. And...
Oh, yeah, bro. So, I didn't really think much of it, and then, but how I found out was because her Instagram was linked to mine, because I never really checked, and my mate was actually telling me, maybe just mucking around, maybe she's having an affair, like on
having a joke.
Yeah, having a joke. I'm like, nah, bro, and I'm like, shit. Let me just check. Sure enough, bro.
Right.
Yeah, man. So ever since then, like 2018, like I've just been, I didn't say anything. Like I didn't
play dumb.
Just play dumb. I just followed. Every time she gets a message, every time she messaged, like I could see what she was doing, bro.
Yeah. So when she's messaging, you could see it on her phone because it's linked.
Linked to my phone. I can see.
And she told Benson that she wanted to do this barber expo in America and fly to America.
Yeah.
By herself, I'm assuming?
By herself.
Yep. I even asked her, oh, where are you staying? Oh, I'm not sure yet. Probably just some hotel and blah, blah, blah. But I've got all the screenshots, all the evidence is all here, bro.
We'll send it to me. We'll just black out the names and we'll put you on the reels.
Yeah. I think her passport was expired, or Benson knew the girl at the flight center, and so they sabotaged it. And then Benson was like, I'm going to go visit my family in Malaysia. Like, I need a break. And then she was offering to fly him over from America when Benson was in Malaysia.
Oh, no, she was happy for me to take my girls.
Yeah.
Oh, then she was going to fly the barber from America to Australia.
So she was trying to tell Benson to take the girls with him.
Wow.
So she could fly the American over.
Yep. I've got all that too, man. All here. Yeah. She's like, oh, I can't wait. You'll have me for 2 weeks, like, I'll show you later, bro.
Yeah, sure.
Very juicy.
Very inappropriate.
Yeah.
I'll just write down the time so I can reference them later. Okay, so do you end up going to Malaysia? With the girls?
I did. No, with the other girls.
Yeah. And then what happens here? Does she try and get him over while you're gone, or?
No. So that went on for for quite a while actually, because so in between that, like because I knew the relationship was over, bro. So I had to I planned to find my own place, and I didn't want to stir the kids up, they get them all, like my daughters, and so the whole entire time from then when I found out till I moved out, it was just walking on eggshells at home, like I was sleeping in my daughter's room, and she'll be going out because she was actually not only she was doing this on the internet, but she was actually having this little affair thing with one of our clients too.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
What client is in the barber client?
Barber client.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
How did they meet?
Oh, because we cut his hair.
Oh yeah, of course.
I know the guy too.
Oh, you're kidding.
So
what a piece of shit.
Where do I go from here?
They owned a house together as well, and then she wanted to sell it and buy like a renovator, but she would invite her friend to go have a look at houses with her as well.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
And who was the friend?
That's the
guy.
One of the client. Yeah, he's a Tyler. So, but handyman too. The handyman, So there's one time our tap, the screw on tap,
the washer or whatever.
Yeah, it came out.
Yeah.
I'm like, she told me about it. I'm like, oh, cool. I'll come and fix it. She's like, no, it's all right. I'll just
That's
call
it.
him to come and do it. I'm like, well, that's an easy job. Like,
Yeah, do it
you know.
yourself.
But so all these little things, man. Like I knew it was happening, but I just kind of just kept quiet, and that's why I've been silent for so long, bro. Like, I just
He didn't even confront her when he saw the online affair or when he
True.
got
I
told
didn't-
about the client.
yeah.
And then
And-
finally he just reached breaking point and confronted her.
Yeah.
And also to those people, like who came up to me, like when I left the relationship, I got so many people come up to me, and they go, oh, how could you do? How could you leave your wife? Your poor daughters. How could you leave your wife for someone else, for like another woman? I'm like, yeah, you're right about the leaving part, but the other part,
So she started spinning stories about
you're
you.
getting wrong story, man.
Mm.
Like, and I'm not gonna. I was with you too. Was I with you?
Yeah.
One time when
These groupies, these old ladies came up and they're like, how could you do that to her?
I'm not gonna sit down there and try and tell my story, man. I'm like, yeah, whatever,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You believe what you want. So this is what she's been telling people, that I left her for someone else.
Mm.
It's like, man, if only you know the real story.
Story,
I've got
yeah.
all the evidence here. Like,
Yeah. Did she ever accuse you of cheating?
all the time.
Because
Even before the girls.
Yeah,
she
even before the
wouldn't.
girls. Yeah.
yeah, I have a lot of people. Well, it's true enough. But I've had a lot of people tell me, if they accuse you of cheating, usually it's because it's some sort of they're guilty. They're trying to cover up their. I'm probably going to word this wrong. There's this sort of subconscious guiltiness, so they try and create a smoke screen where they put it back on you, type thing.
Yeah.
So do you? So do you eventually confront her about it?
Eventually, like
Yeah.
once I found a place.
And then
So
how did that go down?
yeah, so I made sure I had a place to rent
Yeah,
and
yeah, of
stuff. So I
course.
got, and thanks to my mom and a partner and a few of my friends, like fucking helped me so much. Like found a place, and also the place that I rented, the owner, she actually brings her sons for a haircut
Oh,
at
true.
my place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mate.
so she helped me find a place, and yeah, so I found a place, and my mom and a partner and my friends like helped me set the whole place up, and so this was all like, under,
Under wraps.
yeah, without her knowing. So
Yeah.
and then when the house was ready for me to move in, that's when I confronted her. I said, "Look, man," I said, "tell me one more time, Actually, sorry, let me cut off. So before that, she wanted to do what do you call it? Marriage
Counselling.
counseling.
Yeah.
She wanted to do that to do that. I'm like, oh. But anyway, we went anyway.
Yeah.
I paid for it twice. I was waiting for her to bring that up.
Oh yeah. Okay. I was going to. Do you bring
Yeah.
that up?
No, she didn't bring it up. Bro. No, I'm just like, in my head, I'm thinking like the first time we went, I'm thinking, you're wasting everyone's time. Like if you're not going to tell the truth,
Did you bring it up with the marriage counsellor?
No, I didn't.
No.
No.
Okay.
The second time, because this was before I found a place,
Oh,
I wanna
okay.
keep
yeah,
everything-
yeah.
quiet. When the second time again, same shit, bro. What a waste of time, Like,
Mm.
But anyway, back to when I approached her, like I said, look, man, I said, tell me, what are you doing? Like, what's going on? Like, are you? She's like, no. I said, I pull up my phone, bro. I said, man, this is not matching up with your story. I've got all the
Yeah.
screenshots and all the juicy, dirty stuff that you're. She just fucking went berserk, started crying.
Did she try to
and,
defend herself?
Not really. She was like, she's screaming her, like chucking shit at me and across the room, and then the last thing she said to me was, "Oh, if you don't see your daughters and me, it's your fault." Whatever that means.
Yeah.
Like just trying to.
You see this on Instagram. People send me reels, and they confront their partner and they're cheating. They'll just, it's like someone explained to me. I probably worded it wrong, but they their behavioural pattern. They start throwing stuff, and 'cause,
Yeah.
they don't have an excuse or reason, and then
Instead of taking
then
accountability.
accountability, and then normally they say, not saying that that's what you expect. I'll kill myself, or they just try and stop you from leaving, and
Yeah.
So she's throwing a tantrum.
Yeah.
throwing stuff around.
I just walked
Yeah.
out of the house, man, and just drove, and yeah, she was just screaming like it was so loud, like it was. I think the whole neighbors could.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I just drove, and then went back to my place, and
That was
it
it.
was nice, going to my place. It was
And even before Benson had his place, he would go and stay with his friends and then go home at 5 a.m. So when the girls woke up, he
Oh,
was still
so
there and
yeah,
they didn't
okay.
know.
a lot of my friends. They're like, man, how do you keep it so cool? Like, how do you stay
Yeah,
silent?
much
Yeah.
respect because I don't know if I could have.
See, the thing is,
I'm one of those people. What's this?
Yeah,
Well,
I
I
would've-
can't sit
I
there. I'll
confront
be.
you
I
straight
think
away.
because we've dated so many times, so like like the I mean the pain wasn't as bad, if you know what I mean, like
Yeah, yeah.
because it's like I've known her for a while now,
Yeah.
and like that's kind of and I've had relationship with my son's mom, and that didn't work out, so it's like so that's why I think that's why I was able to like stay cool and just like think of the girls, just think of myself, and think like make sure everything's everyone's
Yeah.
all good, and
Yeah.
yeah.
No, much respect to you for being so composed. Man, I'll turn my phone on airplane mode at night so I can mentally sleep, switch off because the phone always. But like, I'm a passionate Roosters supporter, right? So a couple of while ago, Roosters beat South, and I was watching, my phone was off, but I can't wait for the next day, because I'm a passionate Roosters supporter. So I turn my phone on airplane mode and I post like the winning photo, like give it to, like there's no way I could have done what you did and just held myself because I'm one of those people like, what's this?
Yeah.
So,
Man, honest, hey, there's times in the house,
but
right?
you wanted to.
There's times in the house where we're sitting in the lounge, watching TV. She's there with one of my daughters. I'm here, and then my phone would go ding, and I knew it. I knew what it was. And I'd be looking, and she'll be there going.
Joe, so you see the
and
live
I'm
text.
I'm like, I know what you're doing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well played, though. Well
Yeah.
played.
I know what you're doing.
Well played. And then, so what happens here? You move in. You got your own place now. You've walked away.
Walked away, and then obviously, the whole.
Did she
the
try
whole,
to throw the TV card at you or something?
No, not
Not
yet.
yet.
Not
Oh,
yet.
not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, that's where it gets crazy
Yeah.
and funny. So moved in, and obviously, they tried to play the whole hero thing. I own the kids now. You can't see the girls.
Using the kids as pawn, yeah.
Yep. So I reached out to Relationship Australia, and made an appointment and stuff, just so we can have like some sort of in the writing, like
Yeah.
when I can have the girls and stuff like that. And I did that in April 2019, and then we finally got like when I can have the girls and stuff like that. Like I think
Monday and Wednesday.
Monday, Wednesday, like twice a week. So that was cool.
Overnight too.
Yeah, overnight. Some of the nights were like hectic because she used to call them just before bedtime. So the mum used to call the girls, because she wants to say goodnight to them. But instead of saying goodnight, she'll go, "Oh, guess what Mum's doing? I'm making blueberry muffins." So the girl's like, "Oh, I want to go to Mum's." Yeah, bro.
They still went on family holidays as well during that time.
Yeah.
What, together?
Okay,
Yeah.
so check this out. So after all this, right? Just let me go
No,
back
you're
a
all
little
right, man.
bit.
Go back
So
to
so
it.
we did the Relationship Australia, and we did that together.
Yep.
Did that twice, and then there was meant to be a third one. We actually canceled it together. We're like, we're cool. Like this is how we should be, like.
So you're still trying to make it work somewhat, like trying to fix the cracks, or
No.
Just co-parent.
just co-parent?
Just
Okay, so you're
co-parenting.
going to relationships to co-parent. Got you.
Because I've already moved on.
Yeah,
by
yeah,
then,
She was
like-
still seeing the Tyler and
Yeah,
Oh, so
Still
that
single.
was official now.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. That's right. Yeah. Thank you. Man, honestly, there's so much. to
Yeah,
remember.
trust me,
Like,
you'll go home
it's like-
tonight and be like, I forgot this, I forgot that. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
And there's times where Collette will go, "Oh, babe, remember that time you told me?" I'm like, "Oh shit, I totally
Yeah.
forgot about that."
she would still bring the girls to his gig and book a table under Singer's Wife.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this
Like
after
12 months later.
after we separate, yeah.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, I got all the evidence. I got videos of my girls coming to my gigs, singing with me, like holidays. So took my daughters to Disney on Ice, July 2019. We're not together then. took them Top Golf, like a different day. We went on a little holiday at the Oaks Hotel, Golden Beach.
Yep.
That's in November 18th, 2019. It's like a combined birthday gifts. 16th of December, I took the ex and the kids. We stayed at Paradise Resort.
Yep.
It's like a combined. So this is like a combined Christmas gift.
Yep.
Spend Christmas together. 2019. Okay, so
And how was co-parenting then going at the time?
it
Good?
was good.
Yeah, good.
It was good. No issue.
Issues?
The only issue is the sometimes is
The
when,
Tyler would. No.
no like when I get the girls,
Yeah.
like it didn't happen all the time, but like most times she'll just mess
Yeah,
Or
with the
he'll
girls.
take them to South Bank at nighttime and she'll call them up and be like, it's late, they need to be in
Yeah,
bed.
yeah.
Just
okay.
a little controlling
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
yeah. Just a little controlling thing. But other than that, it was cool.
They even booked a family holiday to Malaysia
Yep.
and then COVID hit.
That's right.
Oh, COVID. Yeah, I forgot about COVID. 2020, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, man, that's right. I forgot about that. We booked the ticket. We're gonna go to Malaysia to visit families in March 2020. But then I met like a girl in January.
Yeah.
2020. Met a girl then, and things were cool. Like
Yeah.
she knew about her and stuff, and and then COVID hit.
Yeah.
So the ex didn't want the girls to. They didn't want to go, and she's like,
And she was offering to help to change the flights over into his girlfriend's name.
yeah, she's like, oh, it's best if me and the kids don't go because of COVID. I said, oh, yeah, it's cool. She's like, oh, you should go with your new partner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and she actually helped change the names and stuff like
wow.
that because I gave her my credit card so she could book the air flights and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So so that was all cool. Yep, 11 Feb, name change for the tickets. 9th of March,
2020?
2020.
Yep.
Okay, 9th of March. Went to me and my partner then. Went to Orion Shopping Center.
To where?
Orion Shopping Center.
Oh, wrong. Where's that?
It's our
Uh,
local shops.
Oh, okay.
Springfield.
Yeah, Springfield. Yeah, yeah.
Just do a bit of shopping and
Yeah,
stuff for that. And we ran into my ex and my daughters, right? So we had
They
coffee
went to a
together.
coffee shop.
Yeah, went to coffee shop. Things were cool. I was
Here we-
playing with the girls.
Here we go. Something's happening here. Here we go. Had she met your new partner at the time, this new partner at the time?
His partner at that time had reached out to her by a message and was like, oh, we should meet up.
Without you knowing or with you knowing?
Yeah,
No,
Oh, with you. Okay.
like
yeah,
through
yeah.
Benson's
Yeah, yeah.
phone.
Yeah.
And she was like, we should meet up. Like, if I'm going to be in your daughter's lives, I want to meet you. I want you to meet
yeah.
me. And then it didn't happen. And then by chance, they bumped into them.
And
So
then,
they
yeah.
had to have that meeting.
Yeah.
There.
So yeah, we just had coffee and stuff like that, and they met each other. Things were cool, And then,
But
yeah. So and then, so just before they say goodbye, right? My ex, my daughter's mum said to
your new partner at the time?
partner at the time, she said, make sure you along the lines of, make sure you look after my Benson, because she used to say that like a lot, like my Benson.
Mm.
So she obviously didn't like that. I think she's trying to make her jealous.
Yeah, stir the pot.
So, and guess what she said to the?
What'd she say?
She said, oh, don't you worry. She said, I'm not the one who is. Can I swear?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
She goes, I'm not the one who is fingering myself on Instagram to some guy, to some stranger overseas,
Wow. How'd she take that?
bro. Boom, boom, boom.
What, punch on?
Yeah, man. My daughter's mum started spitting, started
Slapped
slapping,
her.
scratch. I tried to break it off. She scratched me. She spat on me, and that's what she does, bro. She's a spitter. She loves spitting.
Wow. In front of the kids?
In front of the
And
kids.
kids, man. And she's done it to me before too. Like before we had the girls, like when we had like little arguments, disagreements, you know.
When Asha was your ex, the mother to your 2 children?
She's
From
English,
UK.
English from UK.
Say no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. So the fight happened.
Yeah. So fight happened. Everything was on CCTV.
CCTV.
So broke that off. We went straight to the cop shop.
How old were the girls at the time?
How old?
Yeah.
This was
4
20.
and 6.
yeah, they were babies, man. Because I was like,
Can they remember that? Do you know? So can they remember that today? Like,
good question actually. That's why I got all this.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
just
yeah.
so they can look through, like when they
Yeah.
grow up and they can see, like,
yeah,
you know, I got piles and piles of facts and evidence, and
yeah.
you know,
That's good, bro.
because
That's
I don't
good
know
that you're keeping that.
what they've been told.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that's right. I mean, that's a good thing about this podcast. You know, I always say, like, when our parents were around, if this happened, you know, there was no social media. They could just write a letter, hope they got it. But as
Yeah.
the power of social media and internet today, we can leave our message and our storyline, time and date stamped here. And,
Yeah.
you know, when they get old in life and they Google your name or this episode will pop up and they watch it and go, oh, yeah, that's what happened. You know, so. Yeah, sorry, man. So
No, you're right.
the fight happened.
So they went to the police. His ex wanted to go press charges, and obviously she assaulted Benson, but he don't want to press charges. That's the
Yeah.
mother of his kids. But his ex did.
And press charge and
So the mother of your children wanted to press charges on your partner
No,
at the time?
no.
his partner
your
all
partner
the
at the time. Yep,
time.
yep.
Yep.
Yep, got you. And what did the
So-
police say?
She got charged with assault.
she got
Yeah.
charged. Yeah.
Yep.
No conviction, but charged with
Yeah.
assault.
Yes.
And then that's where it all started.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
This
Yeah.
is
So
where-
that's when it's all started, man. So that happened. Okay, so that happened on the 9th of March.
Yep.
That fight. On the 10th of March, I messaged my daughter's mum because the next day is like the Wednesday when I'm supposed to get the girls.
Didn't happen.
Message. Didn't happen. No reply, no nothing. And then 16th of March,
DV.
cops came to my door. I'm like, what's going on? They're like, oh, it's for you. I said, what's that? Open it up. What the hell's this? Man, just full of false allegations and
She didn't even go to the police. She went straight to the
Private-
courthouse.
Went straight-
The,
yeah.
the DV registry office
Yeah.
downstairs.
and this is where it just pissed me off. It's
So
like,
what was the main allegation that they for them to put it on you? Do you know?
bro, it's fucking ridiculous, man. It's there's
Emotional abuse.
Okay.
Because they had an argument back before they got married, and he made her take the engagement ring off.
yeah, that, and one of them also that I have to tell her when she can and when she can't eat
Oh
or
yeah,
drink.
she tried to say that he told her when she's allowed to eat and drink.
I had I don't know. Did you remember? Pretty sure it was Tracy McMillan's episode. She was a lawyer, barrister, owns online
Oh
law
yeah,
firm.
yeah.
Pretty sure Tracy gave me an example one time where she represented her client, and they were driving home, and she wanted some, pull over, smashed avocado, eggs on toast, and he said, "We've got avocado at home. Like, let's save our money." What was that? Coercive control or whatever?
Yeah.
Financial? Some. Seriously, yeah. Sorry, man.
No, you're right, man.
Oh
Just this
God, I
whole
do that to you all the time.
But you know what? And like that, that DV registry office, men aren't allowed in there, from what I've been told. I mean, I've never been there, but a guy told me he walked in there and they asked him to leave.
Wow, I didn't know
You know?
that.
Yeah. It's, I learned that too the hard way. Instead of going to the police or the courthouse, all the lawyers, there's a DV registry office downstairs at the courthouse, and they just go in there and, my life's in danger and XYZ, and there you go, DVO.
But this is where it's fucking stupid, man. Like they need to. I think this whole they need to be educated on that, because the thing is, I feel like, if you sneeze the wrong way, you get a DV. If you bash someone, you get a DV. But they're all going the same path.
Same pay, yeah. Everything's DV. everything. My lawyer, he told me, gave me a perfect example. If Benson put this remote up here and it was too high for you to reach, that's DV.
TV.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna get a diary and start writing that.
And it's just, and I'm guilty myself. Like, I've said this before. Back in the day when someone said there's a DV on him, I automatically thought, oh, woman basher.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But mate, I put that hand down now because when I hear this, people go, "There's DV on," I just sit back and mate, I'm not gonna. There's always two sides to the story, and I had two put on me, and I fought the first one, and then they just put another one on me again. But Pauline Hanson came on and explained it quite well. If there's going to be the DV system is restructuring, at least put like a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 DV system. Like you got to categorize it.
Yeah.
Because someone could assault someone or bash someone or burn someone, and then someone could not pull over, give them avocado toast, but it's still the same form, and everyone categorizes. Then tier 1, like I can't remember how Senator Hanson broke it down, but tier 3 could be like I think it went from verbal abuse to like stalking to physical, something like that. You know. But yeah, sorry, man.
No, you're right. But they forget that like there's kids involved. Like it's affecting the kids. Like like this.
She had his kids on there, her cousin, her
So-
cousin's son, who he had nothing to do with.
So like you said, if you put the controller
Too high.
too high, you don't get to see your kids.
Yeah. And and I guess this is where supervised contact center gets introduced, right?
Man, it's like you said, bro. This whole thing is like a fucking circus.
It is, bro.
So have you been to a circus before, Jared?
I went to what I thought was a circus where there's clowns and people jumping the hoops, and I went to the real circus, which is family court. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like that, bro. So when you go to a circus, the first thing that you see that comes out to start the show is the clown,
Clown
right?
juggling.
No, it's the clown.
Yeah.
The clown that comes out
Yeah,
and
yeah,
walks
yeah.
around
Walks
and
around,
just
yeah.
So that's the X.
Yeah. Yep.
Because that's the instigator. Because if that didn't happen, all these other dicks wouldn't
be
jump
here.
on, And it's like a money making thing, Everyone wants a piece of the cake,
Yep. The DV system, the supervision contact centers,
Yeah.
the
The child reporter, ICL.
everything. It's a big cash
it's full
cow.
of shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm just waiting for someone to come up with like a new position just so they can make a bit of money. Like
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know, like
they were always well. Yeah.
like a children's, I don't know, like
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, all
You
the
know what I'm trying to say?
programs and courses I had to do.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I did that too, man.
Yeah, and you do the course and it's not good enough. Like they ask you to do the course and you didn't. Like, oh, tell me to go do another one. What do you mean do another one? I just did the one you told me to do. I'll go do this. Go do that. It never ends.
Yeah.
Go do another hair follicle test. I just did one. Or go do another one. What do you mean do another one? It's like it just never ends. Nothing's ever good enough.
So when I did my men's behavior course,
Yeah, I had to do that.
I had to do that. They actually couldn't decide which category to put me on because of my story. Because a lot of the guys in there is like,
They might have assaulted their ex or something.
yeah, and it's like a recent, you say,
Altercation. Like,
yeah. Like mine is like,
Yeah, 10 years ago or something.
exactly. So I'm like, and the lady there, she's like, I said, man, this is not me. Like, and the videos that they play for you, I don't know if you saw it, but it's like it's violent, like guys being violent. I'm
Yeah,
like,
and you're sitting there going, great.
and then she's like, okay, let's do a
Reenactment or scenario.
yeah. I'm like, how do you do that? Like when it's not me, like like
Isn't it interesting that there's not a women's behavioural program
No.
there? Yeah.
exactly. And then all the videos are just men's.
Yeah. How'd you go? Because what broke me out of that whole circus was the supervised contact centres. That broke.
We hadn't even reached that yet.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
Sorry,
We haven't
we
reached
won't
it
jump
yet,
there,
bro.
but do the
Yeah.
timeline.
So
Do you attempt to fight the DVO?
No,
Man.
so in June that year, he went to court for it, and the duty solicitor told him to consent without
Of
admission.
course.
this is where I want to let all
Everyone know,
the
yeah.
people know,
Consent.
man. Like
But-
it's full of shit, bro. Like
Yeah.
like they, I went there, like thinking.
And it's not your fault because it's uncharted waters. But this is why I do the podcast because it's your
Yeah.
first time here. Oh, the duty solicitor must know.
Yeah.
He's a subject matter expert, and then you do what he's told. Then you realize this has just fucked me for the rest of.
It's just
process.
they're going by a piece of paper,
Yeah.
which is
Any of those duty solicitors, they just, they're getting paid whatever the bare minimum. They're just trying to breeze past everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll let you. So the advice of fathers out there: don't consent to.
Yeah, do not
Man,
consent.
they're not consent, man. They try to suck you in, like, like, because I went there and didn't think much of it. I thought appear in court, whatever, blah blah blah. I didn't do anything wrong. Like, I've got the evidence, But when the duty solicitor, she's like, oh, you can either plead guilty, or you can fight your DVL. You gotta have a lawyer. You have to pay, blah blah blah. You have to spend X amount of money to fight. Or she goes, just consent without admission. I'm like, what's that? She's like, oh, yeah. Most people do that because it's just the easier way to like you I can't remember the exact words, but she made it sound so
Appealing.
Yeah, I just do that, like there's nothing, you don't have to fork out any money, like there's no outcome, what. Next minute, went in there, 5 years.
Yeah.
That's minimum. Like 5 years, like, and that's where they make their money, bro. Out of that 5 years, So now I just tell everyone, man, bro, if you get a DVO, man, you fight it. Don't fall for that crap, like that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I agree.
Fight it.
It's because it affects you so much. As soon as the DV's on you,
Oh, they just got so much power, man.
depending where you work or who you work for, and if you got weapons, I had weapons. They come and took my weapons and my licenses, and I was working for the federal government at the time. I had to inform the integrity board, and if I was carrying a weapon at the time, I would have been restricted and put on a different role. And then, kids on the DVOs, that means you got to go in contact center, and it just affects you, everything.
Yeah. Yeah, man, and the amount of like, man, stuff that she used from that DVO, like, trying to get
The power card used against you.
Yeah. What is it? Like for the schooling and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, she got cheap
Some
fees,
subsidy
school
or something.
fees,
Yeah.
and she didn't pay
Hardship
the home
or-
loan. She didn't pay the rates of the water. She went a part of the urban care team because she claimed financial abuse.
Had you? Sorry, I forgot. Did you guys own a house together or did rent?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, so what did you end up doing? I suppose in family court that comes up. And,
Oh, yeah, that.
No, after family
oh,
court.
after. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the whole thing went for so long, bro.
Yeah.
The house was the last.
So So what year did you start court? Or even DV? 2020.
2020.
2020.
2020, and then and family court just finished recently.
A year ago.
There you go.
Yeah, a year ago.
Maybe a year.
And then his property settlement just happened in April this year.
How'd that go?
Yeah.
Oh, we won't jump there. We'll keep doing your storyline. So yep, you've come out of the courthouse. They've slapped a 5-year DVI on you.
5 years.
This
Yeah.
would have been June 2020.
2020.
So
Yep. COVID.
Yeah. So my daughters was in private school.
Yeah.
While during the time I had DVO, and then when my DVO finished,
They're in public school.
now they're in public school.
And then we started dating in July 2020.
July 2020. Yep.
And then that's when he was open and told me about the DVO. And I was like, red flags, because I thought DVO is
Yeah,
really
I know
bad.
the position you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I had read through and I was like, are you serious? Like,
Yeah, this is it.
how the fuck do you have a DVO?
But it gives you, because I've had a lot of partners on, it gives you a insight to go, really? Like, this is what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, so, real quick, how do you guys meet? And then I'll do your timeline.
So Collette used to bring her sons to my shop.
Barber, yep.
I used to cut their hairs and like back in the day, and yeah.
There was one time he was busy and his ex had to come cut my boy's hair and she was messing it up. And so I was like, stop. And then waiting for Benson to finish. And
Yeah.
he came and finished it off.
So that's how we met.
I know what it's like. I got a barber. I've got a certain barber. Like, no,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for him. Okay, we'll do your timeline. So, mate, where were you born and what was life for Collette growing up?
I was born here in Brisbane and I'm one of 8.
Yeah, wow.
My parents came here from the UK. So my mom was like, I want to have
Oh, you from the UK?
No,
Oh,
I was
your
here.
parent- yeah, okay.
Yeah. And she was like, I want to have a big family so you have each other. But we all don't talk to each other.
Oh, true. So, how many brothers, how many sisters?
5 brothers, 2 sisters.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then I had horrible childhood, but I know my siblings are going to watch this. I'm not going to talk about it. But when I was 16, I used to be a party animal. My friends used to tell the parents they were staying out of my house and then go get drunk in a park and rock up at 6 in the morning. My mum didn't care. And then I got pregnant at 16, had
Yep.
my first son at 17.
Yep.
And then my mum was kind of like, you're still young. Let me look after him and you go out. So I went partying again in the drug scene and crazy. And then I got pregnant at 21. I was like, this is my sign. Like, I have to stop.
Slow down.
Yeah.
So are your parents still together? Your mum
No.
and dad? No. Okay. Yeah.
Definitely
Well,
not.
what year did they split when you were young?
It would have been like 2003.
Okay.
Should have been way before
Before.
that, but
Yeah. How were you at the time when they split?
I would have been a teenager.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did that play effect on you at all?
It probably affected me more that she stayed with them longer. than
Oh,
she should
okay.
have.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So sorry. Yep. Keep going. So at 21, you have your second child.
Yeah, I had my second child. Both of their dads have never seen them.
Okay.
So I was always a single mum. I've tried to reach out to them and be like, come meet your sons.
Yep.
And they just never wanted to.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I worked 7 days a week to support
Yeah.
them. And then met Benson in my early 30s.
Nice. What were you doing for work at the time when you met Benson?
Real estate.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you still do real estate today?
Yeah, but just behind the scenes now.
Yeah,
I wanted
okay.
my weekends back.
Yeah, nice. All right. So you guys meet. You've gone on a date. He told you about, which I totally know. Like I remember I went on a date one time, and I had my daughter every second Saturday and Sunday. But I think I had it for 3 hours on the Saturday, 3 hours on the Sunday, and she said, "Oh, what are you doing this? What are you doing tomorrow?" I said, I had my daughter today, and it was a Saturday night. And she goes, "Oh, how often do you have her?" I said, "I have her every second weekend. I've got her tomorrow." And she's like, "Oh, I thought you said you have her every second weekend." I said, "I do. I just got her for 3 hours tomorrow." She's like, "Why do you only have her for 3 hours?" I'm like, "Oh, here we go." And I'm thinking, well, I got to go to Supervision Contact Center. She's like, "What's that?" And I get it. She's
Yeah.
looking at me going, "Who is this? Is he a rapist, pedophile?" And
Yeah.
and you don't want to go on a date because you don't want to talk about life, and then you end up living this double life because you don't want to talk. It's
Feel you, bro.
yeah. So sorry, yeah. So
Yeah, so when we started dating, like I knew he had daughters that he didn't see. And then eventually he opened up to me and told me. And he was such an amazing stepfather to my boys.
beautiful.
So I was just like, let me read through, like, what is going on? And then when I read it, I was like, if we met each other like a month earlier, so I could have helped you fight this DVO. This is unfair.
Mm.
And then I was like, we need to go to family court. Like, regret that now because I didn't
We all do.
realize.
Yeah. You think you're doing the right thing. You think, all right, well, common sense should prevail, and you
Yeah.
go family court. It's like,
So we went family court. We started that in 2020, end of 2020, and did not realize just how mentally unstable his ex would be.
But she's been amazing, man. Like she's been my rock and rock that doesn't move, and
that's awesome.
yeah, just
What's your state of mind? So Collette says, "Let's go family court." What's going through your mind? Like you thinking, "Oh yeah, nah." How does it work? What do we do?
yeah. I think that stage.
He had a really crap first lawyer, and that was like red flags. Then I was like, shouldn't keep going. But they managed to get him the supervised visit in 2021.
Yeah,
How was that for you? For me, I'm still scarred today.
fucking putrid, bro.
Yeah, I'm still.
I don't know where you went, but mine is in Ipswich. I'm not going to say the name, but
Yeah. My first contact center, I went to. She was very nice. She understood the situation. She even said to me, "I know you don't need to be here. I'm sorry, but we're just doing our job." I said, "I get it," but I break down, bro. Start a handover at the end. Took me about 3 months to stop crying. But because my daughter was 6 months when we broke up. Still a baby.
But you know when you say, oh, she's nice, and she said to you, "I know you don't need to be here," but really, like, I feel like saying, then why aren't you?
Yeah,
why are you taking these people? Like, why are you?
Because you know what, they don't have the powers like that. Yeah, I know they write reports, but it's like I ended up here because of
allegations my ex made, and she kind of explained, look, we're just here to provide a space, like, the courts gave you this order, and I've come here. So she was very didn't make me feel bad, didn't profile me, didn't judge me. The second contact center I went to, I had mad run-ins there. The way they, like the first contact center, it was just a one-on-one. You have to do the consult or whatever.
Yeah.
We had just a nice, friendly convo, and I was crying because it said you had to write which parent needs to be supervised. I said, I'm not writing my name.
Yeah.
I'll fill out this form because I want to see my daughter. I'm not writing my name. But the next contact center, three females sitting around the table
wow.
questioning me. Just the console. I was like, and I said, I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember this moment because in the future, I'm going to. I didn't think I was going to do a podcast, but I said, in the future, I'm going to tell my story somewhere. And yeah, there was hiccups at handover and just but
And this is what I mean, man. Like all these idiots, like they're just going by this piece of paper, like it's like every one of them.
Yeah. What? How much were they charging you an hour? Can you remember? Weekdays, weekends.
120.
Was it weekday or weekend?
Weekend.
Weekend, yeah.
There's one time they tried to rip us off too. That time?
The second time.
Second time?
Second time around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's sort of, I've met a father, he was allowed a few hours a weekend, but he goes, all I can afford is 1 hour. I was like, man, I feel for this bloke, like you do 3 hours, $360? Not everyone can afford that,
Bro, I still remember one time, like when I started seeing my daughters there and my youngest one, she said to me, I'll never forget this, man. She said to me, why do I have to see you here, Dad? It's like, and you have to lie to them, like I feel like, fuck, why should I fucking lie to you? Like, and I feel like
the last time you went.
I feel like telling her the truth about that. You know what? One day, that's why after all this, one day, just read through it. Why your dad had to see you here? Like why, and what pissed me off is this whole fucking best interest for your children. You're fucking full of shit, man. You're fucking my daughters up, with all this, like again going by this piece of paper full of false allegations. When you should do your homework and like you should have someone like assessing it. Like okay, this is serious. Maybe you should go in this category. This is
In this room.
Yeah. This is emotional abuse or whatever they want to use towards the ex. Well, it's gonna do with the kids. It's like they have to bring the kids into it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why it pissed me off.
So he did 4 sessions the first time around at the supervision center, and then he just stopped and was like, I can't mentally do it anymore.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. I did all the supervision contact, got the reports, and then I was allowed unsupervised, so I had to do the handover at supervised, and then face more allegations. And did all the hard work to get to 5 hours unsupervised every second Saturday and Sunday, and then went straight back to 1 hour supervising again. And I just looked at my mum like 1 hour Bingley McDonald's, and I broke. I said I can't do this.
Yeah,
like,
that's what she was trying to push for the third time around.
Yeah, and I know they're just doing the job. When you're out in public, there's someone there behind you with a lanyard with kids and writing note. Like people looking, what's going on over here? What?
I
Clearly
think the
that's not
mothers
my
should be
partner.
sent there first. When they do their intake, they should be made to spend like 2 hours there with their kids so they can feel what it's like.
Yeah, that's right. I know you feel your pain and frustration, man. Because that even today, man, I was driving past that place or near there, I just. What other? Before we move on, what other hurdles did they make you jump in family? Did they get you to do the men's behaviour course? Did they get you to do circle of security?
No, I didn't do that.
Any hair tests? Any hair follicle tests? No.
Because she luckily didn't ever claim he was an alcoholic or
Well, that's good. At
drugs,
least you didn't have to go there.
Family report.
Yeah, family report.
did 2 of
That
those.
was a lot of shit too.
Did you get a private one or use the court one?
The court one.
The court one, but they had to interview the mum first.
Yeah. Did you
So
get
she gets all the story.
Yeah, same. That's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Did was your family report writer female?
Yeah.
Was her initials JL?
The first one might have been, I can't remember.
I will never forget that, ladies.
I don't remember.
But the report was so bad.
Oh, of course, I know. I know. Yeah. So they watch you for half an hour,
I
and
don't
then
get like how they can write a report in that amount of time and straight away.
and judge you for the future. Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch you for half an hour, and then we'll write this report about whether you can spend, and in this synthetic environment where
And clearly it's got a recording. Remember I said, but my daughter said to me, "Oh, I wanna
live with you.
live with you. I wanna be,
she didn't put that in there.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I know, because when I left the family report writer, when they separated me from my daughter, she started crying.
Mm.
Do you think she put that in the report? Of course not.
I remember too. So when we got there nice and early, right, waiting, and then I saw my daughters.
We had a little boy at that time
Yeah,
too. So
that's
it was
right.
their first time seeing their brother, baby
So-
brother.
because there's like a window, and my daughter saw us. Man, she just ran and just jumped on me, gave me a big hug, and then we I wanted to take a photos, like my daughters and my son, and my ex mom was there with her, and she said, "Oh, don't do that. This is not the time for family photos." I feel like saying,
And then she was like, come on,
Yeah,
girls,
like
and took
drag-
them
drag-
away.
like
They
drag the
went to their
girls.
safe room.
"Yeah,
Where did you have to go for the family report? Like the
city.
building in the city?
yeah."
Yeah.
Yeah.
The legal aid office.
Yeah. And when you went back the second time, did you use the same family report
No,
writer?
the second time was via Zoom.
Oh, because of COVID or because of no?
No, because we were trying to put a discontinuance in and said we don't want to proceed.
Yeah.
And then his lawyer at the time was like, the ICL wants to proceed, you have to attend.
Don't get me started on ICLs.
Oh, yeah. We had to.
Yeah. I think the whole
Yeah.
again another fucking set of clowns.
He
Yeah.
still had Monday, Wednesday, Friday phone calls between 5 and 6. He was allowed to call. And like the phone would be off or should be distracting them or it's dinner time. And then he would talk like for 2 minutes and then his youngest is like, I've got to go now, dinner's ready.
Always, I'll ring.
We recorded all the phone calls
Yeah,
too.
I got all the
And then
recordings,
we
bro.
showed like his lawyer and we wanted to write a transcript for court. They didn't care.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. We had all these
All this
receipts
evidence,
and yeah.
all this hard, real evidence that you get, they don't care. But whatever the mum says, okay, they'll take it down. Or,
Yep.
you know.
Oh, have you recorded a conversation? Okay. That's
Yeah.
what
And
happened.
they even say, oh, when it's your time to call, like they should be like in a nice quiet room and stuff like that.
Private room.
Not even. When I call them, the TV's like nice and loud, and I'm like,
Or his
So-
youngest would be like, "Oh, Mum told me I have to be in my room, or else you get angry at her."
yeah. And there's one time too, my daughter's like, oh, can I say that, mom? Like, or
Oh yeah, she would
Like-
ask her mum permission on what to say.
what to say? Like, it's like she's coaching her what to say. It's like, oh my god, I'm not gonna do this, man.
And then so obviously, you put a discontinuance in, but the ICL.
No, so this is still the first one, still pending, and getting adjourned and whatnot. And then come August 2021, Benson gets a phone call from his ex and was like, "Our youngest is in hospital. She's being diagnosed with leukemia."
And was that a real thing, or was she just
No,
saying?
that was the real thing.
Oh,
So we went
shit.
straight to the hospital. And then that's when the first time like I met her and it was like 8:30 at night. We rushed straight to the hospital. And then Benson would go to all the hospital appointments like every single day. And then his lawyer at the time was like, "You're breaching your DVO. You can't be there."
Oh yeah, and this is the shit. This is the environment I'm trying to explain to fathers, because it was the same thing. My grandmother was on a deathbed. She fell over her head, and I asked my ex. I got my legal team. I asked her legal team to bring so my ex could bring my daughter to hospital so she could meet my daughter before the time. I was breaching DVO, because she brought it. But you know what? What would you do in our position?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, it's just so stupid. It's just like, and if she's that scared of her life,
Yeah.
well, why would she come there in the first place?
And she would be messaging Benson, like, "Come to the hospital at this time." And he would go. There were a couple of times when I'm like, "I don't feel comfortable you going by yourself." Not
And-
because I was jealous of her. I just didn't want him in the same room as her.
Yeah, she even tried to threaten me with the DVO while I was at the hospital because we had a little
right.
disagreement. downstairs outside the
Or
hospital.
because he asked if they could get a second opinion from another doctor,
See
and
what-
she didn't want to
Yeah.
do it.
like, what state of mind is she in? You guys at hospital, the priorities. Your daughter's been diagnosed with leukemia, and all she can think about is, oh, I'm going to breach with you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, man, it's just so petty and just so.
Man, I think like, nothing, like throughout, when I think back, like throughout the journey, bro, like nothing really broke me, apart from the supervision center when I had when my daughter asked me why I have to see her there, and I have no answer for it.
Yeah.
That was the first one. The second one was that last time I saw her at the hospital, and I had to say to her,
Take your time, brother. Take your time, bro.
So after they had their little argument at the front, he went up to the room and just said, "Daddy's got to go," and said his goodbyes to her, and then left. That was the last time. But also, like, when she was in hospital and then at home, his ex would message him and be like, "Can you come to the house? You can come to the house." And he would reply and say, "I don't feel comfortable with this DVO. Like, I don't think you realize the seriousness of this DVO." And she'd be like, "Oh, I'm inviting you. It's okay."
I've even got recording of her admitting that the whole DVO, like,
She apologized. Like,
She
I
apologized.
recorded the phone conversation. I just had a gut feeling, like, to start recording. And she's like, "I'm so sorry. Everyone told me to do it." But then a year later, she tried to breach him.
So when you're at the hospital, that was August 21.
Yeah, 21. And then he would have seen her for the last time October 2021.
21?
Yeah. And I was pregnant at the time, and I even invited his ex and the girls to our baby shower. Like, even though I knew it would be a breach of DVO, I just wanted to, like, give it the olive branch and invite them. One of his girls there. And then our little boy actually came 6.5 weeks early, so he was preemie, on the same day as his older sister's birthday.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
So the last time you saw your daughter after the hospital visit was October 21?
Yeah.
Then when was the next time you seen her?
At the children report meeting, it would have been April 2022. And from October to April, he didn't call them either. He couldn't call. And she'd be like, "Why aren't you at the hospital anymore?" He didn't know what to say to her.
Oh, man, I feel for you, bro.
And then she tried to use it against him, like, he didn't come to the hospital, he's not aware of her diagnosis or what she's been through or what tablets she's got to take. Like, she was cancer-free pretty much straight away, and then she was still on the chemo tablets. And then she used it against him and was like, "You stop communication." And we were getting updates from their mutual friends. She had a little group chat, and they would message us and be like, "This is what's happening." So we knew what was happening.
How's your daughter now? All good?
She's all clear.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. That's good. That's good. I couldn't imagine the stress that that put on you while still dealing with family court, DV, everything on top, COVID, and now.
she tried to breach me 5 times, man.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I was.
April was the family report right at the time, and then it would have been July, I think it was. We were going to court, family court, but not final family court. It was like just to catch up. And then that's when, do you remember? July 2022? Oh, it was actually just before the family court proceedings were starting. She then went and breached him for the DVO.
What was the breach over?
So one of the breaches was we were out our local shops, Orion. We were there like every second day. And she claims that
Was
Benson,
it within 100 meters or something?
yeah, Benson tried to walk towards her. He didn't even notice her. And I saw her and I was like, "She's here. We've got to go." And we left straight away. The second one was we took our little boy for regular swimming lessons. And it was Tuesday, a school day. We went in the mornings and she was there. We had no idea she would be there. It was a school day. Third one was Facebook post. So he had a Facebook post. It was a year and a half earlier, saying something about deadbeat mums. Deadbeat mums keep the children away
Alienated
from the
parenting.
dads, like. And so the police were like, "Oh, plead guilty to this one, and we'll drop the other charges. This is the most serious one." That was the first one to get thrown out straight away because of the timing. Because it was a year and a half later, she reported it conveniently just before family court, but they obviously didn't see the pattern.
And those cops too, bro. Like some of them are just wankers.
Yeah.
They come in and they bang on your door.
They
like,
came at 7:30 on a Friday night.
You know,
It
as if
luckily
you're-
wasn't out mine. They came to my house.
as if you're a criminal or something.
Yeah.
You know? Like
I agree with that, and to restore some faith in your humanity in cops, I have a few that are big supporters of the podcast. They message me. They can't comment because they're still in the force, but they say. Even had one from New South Wales call me last week. He said, "Mate, just so you know, you have a lot of backing in the force down here. They won't tell you online, but he said because they're sick. They agree with everything your podcast is about.
Yeah.
They're sick of dealing with bullshit DV. They're bounded by the legislation. So, you know, I had some cops that tell me they've left the job because of it, because someone will come in, DVO, no evidence, and they just know, like we're about to go to this father's house and
Yeah.
unfortunately destroy his life, even though we don't agree.
Yeah.
But because we're bounded by our legislation, we
but
have
just
to
the way they
serve.
do it, man. Like
Yeah,
if they
I know.
knock, you
And
know,
even
like,
when
Yeah.
they knocked, like I told them the full story. Exactly. And they still wanted to proceed. Actually, no, they weren't going to proceed. And we didn't hear from them for a couple of months. And then it was just before the final family orders were going to be done. And her friendly neighbor, her boyfriend, came as a witness to say, yeah, I saw him walk towards her.
never met me before.
Never met, said that he could recognize us. We didn't even know he existed.
Yeah.
And he referred to Benson as heavily tattooed, tan skin, lots of jewelry.
Gangster, killer,
Yeah.
bikey, all that shit.
We didn't even know his name. Like, even know
Interesting you
his-
say that. Say neighbour. My neighbour was so we went to DV trial, and I had affidavit supporting me from day one. But 2 weeks before we go to trial, 18 months later, miraculously, 2 supporting
Yeah.
statements came in, and for my ex, and one was the neighbour.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
So just before then the final family court orders were going to be done, we were going to pull out. We were just like, no, this is just too much. And then he got a legal aid lawyer, and she was like, no way, we're fighting this. And she was actually really good at that time. And we went to the trial, but trial obviously didn't proceed because they did the negotiations beforehand. And we were just like, okay, we'll sign off on whatever.
Just came to an agreement.
Yeah.
So what was the agreement in the end?
So 4 months back out supervised visits, and then 4 months at his mum's house, like
Supervisor,
supervised.
same as I do supervise my mum.
And then 4 months just half day Saturday, half day Sunday, and then 4 months for a whole day Saturday, whole day Sunday every fortnight, and then it was going to go to overnights. And just before it was going to go to
Something
overnights, I
happened.
was just like, no, not doing it. She's going to do the sexual
Pull something, yeah.
allegations. Like, I can see her pattern.
And so, where are we at now? Like, so did you end up doing the 4 months supervised?
Yeah.
Yep.
So during that time as well, he had the breach court getting adjourned every month,
Of course.
and then finally got found not guilty, and like charges dropped, and police prosecutors paid towards his legal fees. And they were also like, oh, his partner won't do a statement. I was like, I'll happily do a statement. So I went into the police station. I was like, take my statement. Like, then court should get cancelled after you do my statement. But no, they still proceeded. But when we were in there, Stilly us went together, and they were like, oh, we actually need to question you to Benson. And he was like, not without my lawyer. And they were like, no, it'll be really quick. Just come on in. So he went in, and they were like, oh, she's come to breach you again, because his youngest ran up to him to hug him and give him a kiss during pickup.
Yeah, it's I don't know if it's because they're lazy or because they're under the pump, but these days some of them, they don't even knock on your door. They just call you, like, can you come down?
They were trying to call him all the time.
Yeah.
There was another time when he got a call as well. They're like, oh, we've received a call have you got a drone? And he was like, no. And they're like, have you ever flown a drone? And he was like, I wouldn't know how to. They're like, where were you during this time and this day? And he was like, I was cutting hair. And they're like, oh, we've had your ex call to say you're flying a drone over her house.
Mm.
And he had cameras inside his barbershop and outside. And I was like, quickly on the app, like downloading, timestamping.
Yeah, I remember I got a phone call. I was training down at it was a Saturday, training at the gym. I got a phone call, private number. Like, oh, it's Constable so and so at your house. I checked the CCTV over there. I was like, what do you want? Like, are we here to serve you or something? What is it? Like, we can't tell you. I was like, well, I know what that is. And they're like, when are you going to be home? I said, can't tell you. I'll be back. I'll be back Monday. And then called my lawyer. He's like, oh, they must be trying to serve it to you only. So I just didn't go home till Monday. I drove up to gun store, Browns Plains somewhere Monday. I had a beautiful CZ Shadow 2-hand gun, blue and black one, and sold it. And then came back and went to the police station. They served me and they tried to come to my house to take my weapon, and unlucky, I already sold it. So, but you know, I didn't want them to get it, so I got the cash instead. But yeah, so they brought you in. So you've gone to do a statement, but then they've brought Benson in and said, I'm trying to breach it, and then what happens from there?
Sometimes I wonder if they like actually read like what's in front of them, because like when I was in court, like man, like seriously, I was just sitting there going, like shaking my head, like even the police prosecutor, like he just felt like he wasn't prepared, like
He was
you know
like,
when he get
going through
questioned, like
everything.
he's like, oh, give me 1 second, like he's you know I'm thinking, man, if you're defending someone, wouldn't you know the story and like you know like. You know,
She asked for a safe room. She asked for a
that's
screener
right.
because she feared for her life.
safe room. I'm like, come on, guys. Like, if you read like what's in front of you.
So yeah, so my my army mate, he's got a DV on his ex, and he breached her, and he goes to court, and she's in the safe room, and he's in the court. And he goes, and he's looking around, going, "Why is she in the safe room?
Yeah.
Shouldn't I be in the safe room? You know,
Yeah, man.
No men allowed.
no men allowed in there. Well, we're all about equality in Australia.
No,
but
they play it like, and like you said, man, it's like a circus. Like they really play it. Yeah. So we're in the courtroom, and she wanted a screen in like between me and her. So they went and got those, you know, the whiteboard. They had to wheel it in, put it. I'm
And
like,
then
"What?"
they were asking her what her relationship was with her friendly neighbor, and she was like, "It's private." They're like, "You're under oath. It's court. Nothing's private. What's your relationship?" And she's like, "I don't want to disclose it."
And she did the whole crying thing, and
Yeah.
fucking hell, like it's like, come on, man, you're wasting everyone's time. You're
I've always said, you know, what like Married at First Sight, that obviously has a lot of ratings, right? Whatever, you know, because it's drama. I said, mate, put a camera in the DV court. You want ratings?
Oh yeah.
You watch everyone tune in that DV court system, you know?
Mm.
Oh man.
And then while we're in there too, she's like, Benson was. I felt threatened because Benson was walking towards me and he was staring at me, right? That's what she said. And then my lawyer goes to her, okay, did you see what Benson was wearing that day? Like
Did he have
was
sunglasses on?
did he wear did he have sunglasses on? And she's like, I can't remember.
Like that should have been like, okay, not
Yeah.
guilty straight
Like
away.
how could you if you don't know like,
yeah.
like I could have sunglasses on. Like how could you like you know what I mean?
Mm,
So how do you know I was looking towards you?
that's
like,
right.
if you don't even know if I had sunglasses on.
And the funny thing is, like, if we see her out, we leave straight away. Like he runs the opposite direction.
But you know what? You shouldn't have to live like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
That's
bullshit.
what they
And there was another time as well when his pickups were at McDonald's, and she came in and was like, "I'm taking the oldest one. You won't come out and get her." And we had a camera set up,
Yeah.
and she's like talking into the camera, like,
I've got all that on
"I
camera,
thought
man.
you're fearful for
Yeah,
your
that's
life."
right.
Like,
Yeah, she was
Yeah,
fully
that's right.
abusing, like
Yeah,
fully
yeah.
yelling
Yeah.
at McDonald's.
Yeah, people are probably sick of me saying this, but I can't get over this. People in prison right now for breaching a DV, and people will think, "Oh, breach, he must have like bashed someone." No, he replied to a text.
Yeah.
No.
So she'll put a DV on you, say, "I'm scared for my life," I think, and then as soon as it's on, they go, "Hey, babe, what are you up to this weekend?" And you
Yeah.
go, "Oh, nothing." Boom, breach.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, man, I couldn't imagine sitting in prison right now, staring at a ceiling, going, "I'm in here." Like, "Hey, what are you in here for?" "Oh, mate, I robbed a bank." "What are you in here for?" "I just replied to a text." You're just like, "What?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just couldn't. And like I know for a fact because one, I've got people on. One, my dad's a 30-year correction officer. Like, I know people in there that it's in there for breaching the DV.
Yeah.
And it's just replying to a text.
Yeah.
Just man, flabbergasted.
Yeah.
But the pedos will walk free. A judge, we don't want to affect his rehabilitation, so he won't get jail time. But you reply to a text, jail.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I reckon if he had been our mind that night, they would have arrested him and put him in lockup for the weekend.
Yeah. Oh, they tried a few times, man. A few times they came knocking, like banging at doors, like.
And I don't think she realized just how serious her lies were going to be. She just didn't care.
No, you're right. Yeah, but you know, they don't use perjury in court. You
No,
know?
family court, you can lie and get away with
Yeah.
it.
So what I've been told is that perjury is in place. They just don't use it. You know, what's the point of having it?
Mm.
You know, so until they make an example out of someone saying, "Hey, this actually there's I don't know if you follow Robert Garza. He's in America.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So
great.
Tony Nikolic, the lawyer that I had on, he went to meet Robert Garza. He's friends with him, and because Robert Garza got across the line, it's called time taken, time back, and the 3 strike rule. But time taken, time back works, and hopefully I explain this right. So let's just say your ex has fabricated allegations against you, and for 3 years during that court system, you were robbed of seeing your kids, and it was later proved that those allegations were false. That time you was robbed from you gets taken back and given to the father, you know. And then I think that if we do that, people are like, oh, geez, like I better not lie because if that's going to drag on for 5 years, I'll lose 5 years of my kids because that's what you know. You got to put something in place that's going to make an example out of someone. They go, hey,
There's
totally
no
agree.
repercussions for them.
Totally agree. Yeah.
Okay, so he had the supervised visits for
yep,
4 months.
4 months.
With that, it was so disgusting. Like his daughter was in remission and had to wear a face mask. It was mandated for us to wear a face mask as well. She got that in the court order. Benson had to send a fortnightly rat test before he could see the girls. Send a photo every fortnight. If he didn't send the photo, then they wouldn't come.
Yeah, you know, I remember people were doing. They got a COVID test that showed it was negative, and then they just held on to that same one, and then they just take a photo. So
Benson
Simon
got
Dexter
accused for
of
that.
doing
accused for doing
She
that.
wanted to have in the court orders that he would have to put a date on it.
A date on it.
Like right on it, but
Yeah.
it wasn't ever.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, and then sorry, keep going. Sorry.
So we were at the supervised center. First one he did by himself. Second one, our little boy and myself went, and they had the best time. Like they don't want to go home. We had their birthday parties there. Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about the party for.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll get to that one.
Oh, okay.
And then it was New Year's Day, and he was supposed to have them, and his oldest one wouldn't come. She was at the door screaming, and the supervisor was like, just take her away and then come back if she comes down. And then his youngest girl told us that they went to bed late for New Year's Eve, and that's why she's just tired. And then because she did that the first time, for the last visit, she refused to come. She's just like, I can get away with this. I don't want to go. She's standing at the door crying.
So what was it? 4 months supervised and 4 months being supervised by your mum?
Yeah.
And
So
then
the first one, we went to his mum's, and 2 of their mutual friends had come because they had a falling out with the mum, and they wanted to see the little girls. Like one of them even shaved her hair when she was diagnosed with leukemia. Like they were really close.
did you say 2 of the mutual friends, the kids' friends?
No, with the mum and Benson.
Oh yeah.
And then when his ex saw them there, she asked for them to leave. She was like, I'm not dropping the girls off unless if they leave. So they left because they're like, we're not going to ruin your first day here.
And so these girls are like used to be good friends with her until they obviously realized all the bullshit that she's been
doing.
Yeah. So they reached out to us and then started, telling us a lot of things.
Yeah. Well, at least at least they saw it for what it was in the end. But shame it took that long.
Yeah.
And then the second time at his mum's house, his oldest didn't want to come in, and she was like holding her, like she always holds her. She's like, use your big girl voice if you don't want to stay and just tell them. And I was like, that's your daughter. Like, are you going to do that when she doesn't want to go to school? Like, you have to encourage them to go in.
Do you eventually get to the overnight?
No, we haven't. No.
Is it because something happens?
We stopped at that time.
Yeah. So at what part did you stop? At the mum? Are you being supervised?
No, so then we went to the unsupervised
Yep.
for the half a weekends, and then we went unsupervised for the whole Saturday and whole Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And we only did, I think it was like 2 months of that. We were just like, no, enough. Because every fortnight he'll get an email, like
Something.
badly written email with this new allegation.
Yeah.
Just,
It's draining. It's taxing.
yeah.
It takes a toll on you.
Like even preparing for this to remember everything, I was reading it. I was like,
Oh.
I'm mentally fucked from this.
Yeah.
Like,
So
how do we get
I-
through it?
I had child safety or something.
Oh yeah, child safety called
Contact-
him as well.
Yeah.
They're like, we've opened a case against you.
So that's when I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna play these stupid games. Now.
I've faced the child safety,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emotional abuse, psychological abuse
Yeah.
towards your daughter.
Yeah. I've got everyone's name in my phone, whether it's child safety, child protection, family report writer, the cops. I've got everyone's name typed down. I'll never forget those names. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were doing drop off and pickups at our local McDonald's, and like Benson emailed her and just said, I'm going to sit inside. You wait outside and just send them in. Like, I don't want to be close by you. But then his lawyer was like, you can't actually sit there. Like, the family order overrides the DVO. So then we started sitting outside, and she would like always hold on to his oldest, and she wouldn't come at all.
Mm. One time she tried to bridge me too. I was cutting hair, and then my son rang me.
Oh, yeah.
My oldest son rang me, and obviously I didn't pick up the call because I was cutting. And then when I finished cutting, I called my son back. Oh, what's up?
On FaceTime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh,
He was with his younger sister, but the older one.
yeah. So my daughter was there with my son. And yeah.
She jumped on the phone. They were talking. It was a good phone call. Like, she was so happy. They were out shopping.
Yeah.
And then he got an email that night and was like, I'm going to breach you for the DVO. You can't talk to her. It was not your day and time to talk to her. And he was like, my son called me. I didn't know they were together.
There's just little petty stuff for that, right?
And then his son as well, like, had no idea that there were the set days and times. Like, he hasn't told his son the whole story. To keep him out.
And it's people that don't realize it's draining, like the constant emails back and forth, the new allegations, the games. It's taxing, man. You
Yeah.
know?
The funny thing is, though, like, all her emails, she would always sign it, her name and then his surname. I'm like,
yeah, we're
you're going
divorced
through
now.
Divorce,
Move on,
like, you put a DVO on this man, that's disrespectful to his
Yeah.
family.
And so what time frame were you doing here? What month are we in?
So this is 2023
Yep.
and then 2024. So we had the final orders for about 6 months,
Yep.
and it was at his mum's house. We were still there. And then she put in urgent orders, then do mediations, went straight to the courthouse, urgent orders to stop the visits.
Well,
She wanted to do 2 hours back at the supervision centre, and that's it. And then she also wanted for drop-off and pickups to be at the supervision centre, not McDonald's. So he had to then pay, and she had to pay to pick up and drop off his children.
Oh, so what about the drop off at the centre, but
Yeah.
pick up at
Oh, so
McDonald's
she
because-
then emailed because it was court-ordered for her to pay half of the fee. And so it was going to be like $50 each day, so $100 each. And then she was like, oh, can we do pickups from that place? And then I'll come pick them up from you at McDonald's. And we're like, that's contradicting it. Like,
like if you're so fearful, like
yeah.
yeah, that's right.
you know what I mean?
You guys have a kid during this
Yes.
time? Congrats. All healthy, all well.
So good.
Bro, he's a
Superstar.
Little dancer.
he's
Yes.
he's a TikTok
Michael
sensation.
Jackson.
Right?
Yeah, I've seen the videos.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he's little famous little boy.
How old is he this year?
He's 5 this year.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And So what year? So 2021 he was born?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Beautiful. So when was the last time you saw your daughters?
January 2023 for his oldest. He spent time with her then. And
this
then
one,
February 2024 was when we walked away.
So
Yeah, this is where it just like, blows my mind, like, my son, I get to see my son and my youngest one, like, and then,
Be stepdad and
yeah, but the two is like fearful. Like,
Yeah.
like,
We-
come on, man.
You know, bro, I'm sure you guys have faith that you'll see you'll connect with your
Yeah.
daughters again. And for me, just recently, I hadn't last month marked the 2-year anniversary since I last seen my daughter or heard from her. And I just people don't know how it's come back, so I haven't updated one yet. But I just, I sent it. My ex had blocked me on everything once she left, which it was expected. And so I drafted up a message, and ideally I was going to send it to my ex's mum, the grandmother, but I couldn't find it online or email. And all I could find was my ex's brother and sister online on Facebook. So I sent them the message, and it didn't say that the message was read, but when you get a message, you can read it without pressing accept. So. But it obviously got back to my ex, and she reached out to my father, who was at work, and she sent some photos and videos. And my dad's 70, so I'm sending the messages to pass back on to her, and he doesn't know how to click copy paste the message to put in he's old, and he was getting flustered, and he was like, "I'll just drive to you. You can do it easy." I was like, "No, and I said, just message her and ask her to unblock me and thing, and she did, and it was crazy because this is a woman that I went to war with for 3 years, and even my mum was shocked, and she just called, and we just had this peaceful convo about my daughter. Yeah, and then I said, "Can I have a FaceTime with Toulouse, what am I saying, on Sunday?" And I said, "Can you just call me first for 5 minutes? I need to compose myself. I'm going to be emotional." And yeah, it was one thing I always did at handover, because my daughter's high level autistic, speech delay, processing daughter. I always sung the same song. Old MacDonald, she used to love it. Old MacDonald had a farm and wheels on the bus go round and round. And because she'd always rub my ears. She has sensory processing daughter. And then, she was videoing her. And, I hear stories of people that have FaceTime calls and it's controlled. And I'm lucky it wasn't like that at all. And, I feel she's obviously just healed from corner, moved on. And she said, "Oh, I probably haven't healed," which is probably true, because it's probably easier for her to heal. She has my daughter every day. But I was scared because, when my ex tried to hand my daughter the phone, she just wouldn't hold the phone. She's busy on her iPad and that. And I was calling her name. She wasn't looking. And as soon as I sang "Old MacDonald had a farm," she just stopped, froze, and looked at the phone and started smiling. My heart just sunk. I was just like, "Thank you." And she just started smiling. So, and as she would then play, but every now and then she does this side eye, but she would come back to the phone and look, and I think it's just going to take some time, but I know she remembers. So, but I have no doubt. I know there's some fathers out there that it's because before this happened, I'd say I haven't seen my daughter for 2 years, and you could see the comments. I haven't seen her for 4 years, 6 years, 8 years. And
this is good karma for you having this podcast.
well, it's give faith to the fathers out there. I'm sure that it doesn't always work out for fathers out there, and I feel for them, but I have no doubt that you will reconnect with your daughter sometime soon. And
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, if she was to reach out to us, even if she was to be like, "I want to come to a gig with the girls,"
You'd
I'll let
welcome
her
with
sit
open
with
arms.
me.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I dislike you. What you've done is
But-
beyond evil,
But
but
you're doing what's best for the kids.
Yeah.
I know.
And the thing is, like, like, she knows this whole thing is a lie. Like like the whole fearful and stuff. Like, it's like, man, it's 6 years now. Like,
Yeah.
like, grow up.
and
let-
even
let the
her
girls-
partner,
let-
like, why aren't you knocking sense into her? Like,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you got a partner now. Like, man,
I
we're-
reached out to him and he didn't read he didn't respond to my message, but I know he read it because she tried to use it against Benson. He got an email from her lawyer, a cease and desist, and like, it's his fault for my Facebook posts and my messages, and he's controlling me.
Yeah. Not even.
And then her boyfriend was stalking me, and I exposed him like 5 times, and he was still stalking me, and then he blocked me finally.
Yeah, bro.
Is she still with the Tyler guy?
No, this is way.
No, well,
right.
we saw them recently after the DVR finished, and she was with the Tyler guy, her boyfriend, and the oldest at the shops.
I don't know if the current partner knows anything about the Tyler there.
Yeah.
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 So.
A bit of a
But
circus
anyway, that's-
itself in that.
Hey?
Yeah, a bit of a circus itself in that,
Oh, it is,
that
man.
relationship over there.
But the thing is, like, you know, like I just wish, you know, like if I can talk to her, I just want to say, like, it's been 6 years now. You found someone, like, you know, move on. Let your daughters, like, stop fucking around with your daughters. You know, like mental, you know,
Mental health, yeah.
Especially as young as, like, she's just going to think we abandoned her.
yeah, like, yeah, we're all happy family. Like they can come to my gigs and like they can.
Well, they won't because they'll watch this episode, you know, and that's the beauty about this podcast and social media these days. That you know, once it's out there, it's out there.
Well, I wanted Benson to do this podcast, not to be negative towards
just set
her
the
or
story
for
right.
her to think, oh, he's sharing the truth and everyone's going to know what I'm like now. He did it because he just wanted to create awareness and
Yeah.
speak his truth and get it out. He's built it up for so long.
And what's crazy, sad is the amount of fathers out there that are in the same position. You
Yeah.
know, it's
Oh.
epidemic.
And that's why we wanted
I know,
to
bro.
talk about it.
Yeah,
'Cause,
yeah.
like, we watch your videos and we're like, this is like what you've gone through.
Yeah, and look, people like this, it's a mirror image. People like this is what I face.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a silver bullet textbook play. Everyone faces the same hurdles.
I had a mate that I used to cut his hair. Came in for a haircut. I knew he was going through the same
Yeah.
problem, you know. But he came in for a haircut, and then the next day, took his own life, bro. Because of that. Because of, you know, the same
And-
whole.
And you know what? When you go through it, you don't really. I didn't want to start seeing people anymore because they're like, "Hey man, you know what's the update on you?" You look and you like, and then you get an update and like, what do you mean you can only see him? You know, like, what do you mean you just? And then people is the question after question. You just get drained, you know. And I'm naturally I'm an introvert, but I don't want to see anyone. I don't want to talk to anyone. I avoided. I remember having my 35th birthday, however I was, and I decided to have it at my mate's restaurant. But I thought I'd bring everyone there to update them because I hadn't seen anyone for years, and I just thought I'd better update everyone at once, you know. And but yeah, no,
Yeah,
I can
it's
get it. There's
draining,
probably and you know that guy, God rest his soul, he probably didn't want to talk to people about the allegations he's facing because he's either embarrassed or. But that's why I'm so open about it because I know when I say child safety, child protection, stuff that people wouldn't want to, like, oh, this guy's talking about it. I'm like, fucking oath I am.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm happy to talk about it too.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, and then people go, oh, that's what happened to me, and then like people will come out and talk about it, you know. So,
It's only like before, like I felt like, you know, I've been forced not to talk, you know. Like
We had to wait for the DVO to
Yeah, wait
finish,
for-
or
yeah.
she'll try breach him.
yeah.
I've got so many people lined up going to come on, but I said you got to wait for that. Just
Yeah.
wait for that.
Yeah,
DVO.
I think it's best, yeah.
Yeah.
Even like his property settlement
Oh,
was
yeah, so how-
delayed and delayed, and then she didn't want to give him like 30%. I think she wanted to give him 20%. We're going back and forth. At this time, we were self-representing, so I was like emailing her lawyer. I'm like, you know, beachy, and eventually we basically won. Like we got what we wanted,
More too.
but we got to choose a real estate agent as well, and the real estate agent called us and was like, I usually stage all the properties. This one is in such bad condition, I cannot. And she had to
Really?
sell off market. And then we went and had a look, and it's so bad. Like, I can't believe his daughters were growing up there.
Yep.
And the stairs went, like, they wouldn't pass the safety test. There was a back balcony with missing fence palings. The
And
bathroom
the
was
bathroom,
disgusting.
the tiling, bro, is done by the tiler.
Oh
I've got photos, bro, and videos.
Like, you
It's-
wouldn't want to hire him as the tiler if you saw that. And it was dirty. The fans were, like, that thick with dust.
Yeah.
Man. So property settlement's done.
He's divorced now.
divorced now.
Yep.
Have we missed anything?
And now it's
His 50th, I had a party for him, and I asked his son to bring his daughters because I was like, there's no DPO in place. You can reach out, and he didn't respond. And then when I saw him, I was like, why did you not reply? And he was like, I don't want to be involved. So he didn't reach out to try to bring his sisters to the party. that was hard.
Man, I obviously I didn't know your full story, and the reason I do that is I get a brief story, but it's for me if I know every single detail, then I'm kind of preempting what you're going to say,
Yeah.
and I don't want that because I want just the convo to be natural flowing, and and yeah, man, it's definitely a heavy story, bro. So.
And I'm always so vocal on my Facebook.
Yeah, and good on you. Like obviously, if you got a DVR and you're like, don't be vocal. Even I'm not telling you what to do, but because I'll
If the
just
shoe
breach.
fits, wear it Cinderella, but I never said names.
Yeah, and I think obviously with social media today, obviously plays a big part with DV because they just breach you all the time. Like back in the day, I'm sure that couldn't happen, but
like if she attempted to breach him for his Facebook post at that time, he probably would have got in trouble for it.
Yeah, and it's so silly. Like I got followers that posting photos of their kids, just them and the kids, like breach.
Oh, she tried to get that in the new breach that he couldn't post.
What's
photos.
the breach? What's the hurt? What's the harm? What's the threat?
That's why actually comes to mind too. I had heaps of people come up to me and go, "Man, you're always posting about your sons, but you never post any photos of your daughters." I'm like,
Allowed to.
I wasn't allowed to. Like I would love to post photos of them, man. But and I think in their heads like, oh yeah, you're
Favoritism.
yeah, it's like. If only you know.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. And, I don't wish anyone to walk down the path we have.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy,
I wouldn't encourage him to do it again either.
No, that would be one of my conclusion questions anyway. But, family court, wow, what an absolute joke and waste of time and waste of money that was. I got absolutely nowhere in 3 years, but I thought family court was the place that was going to sort it all out. Just made it 10 times worse.
Have you ever had anyone like going through family courts without DVO? Because
I don't think I've had.
Because do you think that would play a different?
Like if we were to start now, would it be different?
I think it would be less. Yeah, it would be. It would be less stressful, and because DV plays a big part.
Because I feel like they got more. More,
and that's why they use it. It's a tactical advantage. It's law firms. There's law firms out there that as soon as the ex will go, they go put a DV on them.
Oh, we know that
Put
one.
leverage. Yeah, you get more leverage. You get more
someone
uplift. Yeah. And law firms need to be held accountable. And I know there's 5 law firms on the Gold Coast that do it.
Yeah. We know a few, man. Like even I actually know a guy like just recently too, like straight away, the lawyer goes to the ex missus. Maybe you should put a DVO on him.
They had a really good amicable breakup. She moved on. He moved on. They were doing their property settlement. They had a few properties together. And then her lawyer told her, put a DVO on him.
Yeah, and there's this thing called I think it's called an uplift. So you're entitled to more of the property pool.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
I heard about that
So
one.
much government incentive, all these incentives to get more. So why not?
Yeah. That's like his ex was getting hardship payments all the time.
All the time, man.
She was living there without paying the mortgage for 12 months.
Do we know any males that have ever got these hardship payments?
No.
The
The $5,000 that they get with the DVO, do they get another $5,000 when they do a breach?
I don't know. So I just had my guest on from DV Connect. So DV Connect is the hotline you call, mate. So I had to protect my guest's identity and alter her voice. Wait till you hear what she has to say. And so they are trained. So they have to take everything on hearsay. So it doesn't matter how crazy there's a helicopter up here and thing. They can't question it. Okay, yep, you're in danger, and no evidence, and you get the victims of assist or victims of Queensland VOQ. You can just write a letter saying I was sexually abused. No evidence, $15,000. And she said there's this one lady that did it, and she said we know that they're lying, but they're bound by their policy legislation. They can't question it.
I think when a male gets found not guilty, they should have to pay back.
I agree.
And that's what doing
and that's what stopped doing it.
Yeah.
She said there was this one lady that did it. So she put in 5 sexual assault claims against 5 different males' names. She got nearly $100,000 that year. And on the application form, like when you submit it asks for your bank details. So it's all done in one form at the start. blah, 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 bang, did I submit?
Mm.
Yeah, well, sweet. Well,
Benson had to do a gig and he needed a blue card, but he couldn't get a blue
Couldn't
card
get it,
because
yeah.
he had the
Because of that,
DBO.
yeah.
yeah, and that's
Even when
that's
the
what I mean.
DBO finished, he
Yeah.
reapplied and they were like, oh, you've had a DBO.
Yeah, it's, I know, man.
And then
I
they try
can't
to,
foster children because he's had the DBO.
and they, especially when they try to, they make you explain your story. It's like, I
Mm.
don't know where to start because
Yeah.
my story is like,
And then explain it to one person and then they're like, okay, you have to retell the story to this person.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like I can understand if we separated and I got a DVO straight after that, you know, but this is like, you know,
A
you
year
separated
later.
a year later,
After she assaulted someone.
someone,
Mm.
and I get a DVO.
Yeah.
It just doesn't add up, man. And then I
No,
I don't know how they can't see that.
I know, right? It's you know what's interesting is when it happens to cops. That's when cops message me. It's like, mate, this is happening to me. It's like, oh, now you know. You know, they'll go, oh, mate, to put a DVO on me, and they get stood down from their job and weapons, and it's like, you know, maybe have a look within inside your system and change the
Yeah.
system. You know?
Yeah, I had a ex-cop too at the men's behavior.
Oh, yeah.
Did ya?
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, man, that used to be me back in the day, giving out DVs.
Well, yeah, you know. Well,
but now I'm here at men's behavior.
yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, I couldn't be a cop knowing that. Just because I got morals, I'm like, man, I just destroyed this father's life, and
And this is what I mean, like I'm sure there's like good cops out there, but like, I just feel like, man, like you've sworn into this job that you're doing, and like you're, you know, like even though you're agreeing, but like, I feel
Yeah.
like they're not helping. Like,
No,
I don't know. I guess I'm just scarred from it, you know.
yeah,
like,
so am I, man. Yeah,
I'm treating them all like it's a corrupt, you know, organization. You
Yeah.
know? Like whether they're nice or not. Like,
yeah,
like that's separate. You know, like I'm sure they're nice guys, but you're in this corrupt organization.
yeah,
Like
Even when Benson went for his men's behavior course, he went to every single one,
Every
and
one,
then
man.
he had the final meeting, and a lady straight away was like, "Explain your abusive behavior." And he was like,
Yeah.
"What do you mean? Like I'm not abusive?" And then he wouldn't answer it, and so she's like, "That's it. You're not getting your certificate."
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did you have a lady the whole way through, like the same?
Yeah.
same one. Yeah, I think she was like the main lady.
So I got him to email and say, "I want to do it with the mail," and then I went in with him, and we.
I can't even
Had
remember how
interview.
much I paid for mine. Can you remember how much you paid for mine? But was it like $2,000 or
No,
something?
yours is free.
Oh, was
yours
it?
is
Really?
through
Relationship? No, Australia, no.
something Australia.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
paid because I wanted to just get it done, and I did the fast track course where, like, you know, instead of going once every thing, I just asked to go like banged it out as fast as I could. But yeah, I remember paying. I can't remember how much I paid for it.
Well, the third time as well, when you were going to have the mediation, they were advised to pay for a private mediator, and it was going to be like $3,000.
That's right. Yeah.
And we were just like, no, we're not doing it. And then she wrote an affidavit and said, he can afford it. He's doing this. He's doing that. He's playing here. Like, he can do it. But we're just like, there's no point
yeah,
to
man.
mediate with
Looking
you
back
and
now,
get
it's like-
supervised visits. Like, no, I
looking
don't.
back now, like they tell you do all this stuff, like they already know like the outcome, you know. They just
Yeah, I know, stringing you along.
they just make you jump over the hurdles anyway. Like
Oh man! All right. Before I hit my conclusion questions, I want to make sure this is your guys' time, your guys' story. Have you missed anything?
Oh, we'll probably walk away and be like,
Yeah.
we should have mentioned this.
You'll go home tonight. You'll stare at the ceiling. It happens to all my guests. Also, something that you mentioned before when you're going through the affidavits, I acknowledge that and I thank you because, you know, I've had some fathers come down and they say, man, I nearly turned around and not come because, you know, one, they had to read all the old history and it's...
We nearly broke up last week because I was rereading it.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yes,
can't do it.
and I get it and I appreciate it because this, when I did my episode, I couldn't even read half of it. I just said, and it was pretty fresh from court. I could remember most of it, you know. Reading some of those allegations, I was like, man, no, I just couldn't do it. You know? So,
Even in her affidavit, she had screenshots of my Facebook and was like, my friend sent it to me. Like, no, you're stalking me.
I have fathers messaged me, and photos of me and my podcast have been submitted at trial.
Oh wow.
Me in my judge outfit and stuff like that. Yeah, bro. Yeah. So shout out to you guys. Well, if we can't think of anything else, I'll jump to my conclusion questions. You know what the last question is, eh?
No.
Okay, I'll give you.
I know.
You know what
I've
it
watched
is.
every single podcast. I know.
So I'll ask you as well. Always ask if my guest brings their partner on. The conclusion questions are tailored towards fathers, but I always get their partner just to chip in anything that they might want to add. So the first one is, any advice for fathers, knowing what you know now, would you have changed anything during the court process?
Any advice?
Yeah, so if any advice for fathers, knowing what you know now, would you have changed anything during the court process?
I think my main one is definitely the DVO. Like, I think that
Not
plays.
consent, yeah.
You know, like if you get a DVO, fucking fight it. Like, man, doesn't matter how much you have to spend, because I'd rather spend this much. You know, obviously, if you know, like, you know, you genuinely, you know, like, didn't do any of it.
Yeah.
You fight it, because in the long run you're gonna spend more money, like, trying to fight all the allegations, all the breach and stuff like that. And you got 5 years, man. Like, they got 5 years to fuck around with you.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I rather, fight it, man, and don't be fooled by that third. You know, the what's that third one? You know how you plead guilty, you plead not
Consent
guilty.
without
Okay,
admission.
so,
Yeah, man. Be careful with that one.
yeah,
Like, don't fall for that shit.
I agree, mate.
Yeah, because that's 5 years minimum.
Yeah,
Even if you're coughing, you're 5 years. If you get
yeah.
or the
Very
remote,
remote too.
yeah, that's 5 years.
I think my biggest advice would be just don't do it. If you have to do it, self-acting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That's one of mine. I'd self-rep. I don't know how to do it. Never done it. I'm sure it's
We
a
had
lot of
never
work.
done it until the third time, and I was like, we should have done this from
Oh,
the
yeah.
beginning.
I'm sure. What was the workload? I'm sure there was a lot of.
Oh, it was
Heaps,
hectic.
bro,
Yeah.
heaps hectic.
That's what I mean. Like I can't tell anyone to do what I haven't done, but you know, I say I would have self-rep, but I mean, I haven't done it, so I can't imagine what.
Yeah.
it'd be like.
Like,
'Cause you gotta
no
upload-
sleep, writing the response to emails,
Yeah.
like writing it 10 times and be like, okay, send this.
And then you got to upload in the portal.
Yeah.
It has to be in a certain font and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, and we had to go to the courthouse and have the
Hand
GP
it
sign
in.
it. And,
Yeah.
yeah. But it was worth it. And
Oh
like,
man,
like the third time, dealing with her lawyer, myself, like, so much better.
Yeah.
oh man, if you need someone to represent,
Yeah,
Collette.
there we
Oh,
go.
no, I'm retired now.
Oh man, she is the bomb. Seriously, man, you.
I'm ready to go again if you need her, but no, I'm
Do you reckon-
retired.
do you reckon
She's always on point. Like she's just quick. She's got everything, man. Every time I get this email of allegations, bang, like she's, you know, she's.
And like I told him before she would email, like, I bet you she emails this week. Or we told his youngest we're having a birthday party on a Saturday. We were actually doing it on a Sunday. She sabotaged and didn't bring
on
on the Saturday,
yeah, bro.
but we had it for the Sunday.
Well played.
Yeah.
Well
Yeah.
played.
And then she saw, she
Checkmate.
was like waiting by the venue, like she knew.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because my brother saw her. She
Yeah.
was standing out there.
Question number 2: how do we change the system? How do you think we can change the system?
Man, I think like I said earlier on, like just the whole, like if someone puts in the complaint, like, you know, like for DVO, like I think they need to be someone, you know, like employ someone. Like if they got all this money to spend, like $5,000, like employ someone to actually sit down there and go and analyze it, you know, like, okay, this is this category, like, you know, and this is this. Okay, this is fucking serious. Like, yeah, cops need to go and fucking bash the door down or whatever. I'm just saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Like,
Yeah, where to start? There's so much to change. Like,
yeah, bro.
It's,
Yeah.
I think the main thing also is like having them be accountable.
Yeah, 100%. Because that's what we'll
Like
start
when they
changing.
breach the family court, it's like there's no repercussions for the females. If a male, like if you were to cancel 3 times, then she can stop visits. If she stops 3 times, there's nothing.
Yeah.
And this whole, like I said again, the whole thing about the best interest of the kids, and the transition, like they're all full of shit. Like you're the one that's taking my kids away,
Yeah.
and then now you're trying to say, oh, you should visit them here because of the transition. It's like you're fucking them up, like with all this, like now my daughters are, I have to see them here, and they're asking me why I have to visit them here, like
Yeah.
Because it's transition.
Yeah. Yeah, it's heartbreaking, that stuff,
You know what I
man.
mean? Like,
yeah.
And this is where it pisses me off. Like all the other stuff is like, man, I don't mind fighting, but like when they're using kids, like,
kids as
and that's
pawn,
why I
yeah.
stopped, bro. Like it's because I know, like, this whole fighting war thing is like, it's messing my girls up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the emotional
And I know.
manipulation was
I
starting.
can see in their eyes, like it's messing them up.
Yeah.
And what like like I said, when that broke me when my daughter said to me, like, oh, why do I have to see you here?
Yeah.
And, like.
And there was one time, like, his youngest used to want to come all the time. And then there was one time she was like, no, I don't want to come spend time with you. Mum and my sister are doing the Christmas tree and going shopping.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh,
That's
it
right.
started.
Yep, and we were already there waiting.
Yeah.
Like there's so many times just before, like, I think we had to see them at 9 o'clock something, we'll get like 5 minutes before, we'll get a email or text or whatever. Oh, we can't come, or just sick, or, like, all these bullshit excuses.
Yeah, it's gut-wrenching.
And, like, we would buy them Christmas presents, and then we found out she would throw them away.
Yep. Yeah, man.
Or we'd buy his youngest, like, a new outfit and let her take it home so she could wear it, and then it'll come back in her bag dirty. Always.
Just evil, petty, spitefulness.
It is, man.
All right, here's a funny question. You're on death row. The guard comes and asks you what you want for your final meal, drink, and dessert. What's your last
I think
supper?
you know where I would go, bro.
Oh, Malaysian. You would
Yeah,
have
what is some
something
Malaysian food? What's
Thai kurdel,
Man, yeah.
roti.
roti? There's bread, yeah, roti bread.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's like a naan bread, but
Yeah, roti, yeah,
and
like,
pastry,
yeah.
I don't know, man. The Hainan chicken rice.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds good. What about what do you wash it down with?
Lychee with watermelon.
Oh yeah. What about dessert? You have a sweet tooth?
Yeah,
I've had a lot of
man.
people on lately not have a sweet tooth. I don't get it.
Oh, I
What's your
do,
sweet?
man.
The Malaysian dessert is so weird. There's like corn in it, nuts
really?
in it,
Yeah,
these
ABC.
chili things.
ABC.
Was like a
Right.
trifle type thing.
Not really trifle. It's like crushed ice with like beans and corn and.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, it's good, man.
it's weird.
That is weird.
I'll take you there one day, man.
What about you?
Probably like a chicken curry,
Yeah, I like chicken.
and then wash it down with tequila.
Oh, tequila, yeah.
Yeah. And then yochi.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Yochi.
Yeah, but
Yochi.
here's a question though.
That's right.
Would you go to Yochi if there was no toppings? No one's going
Probably
to
not.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I'm not really an ice cream yogurt fan. It's just the toppings.
Toppings, right?
Yeah.
Toppings is what makes Yochi.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the same. If you were in a room with every single person you'd met or interacted with on this journey, who was the first person you'd be drawn to and why?
Man, I'll be drawn first person, probably the instigator, man, the clown. Like, do you really want to do this? Like you're just dragging, like.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it wasn't for that, I don't think all these other people in that room that I've interact with
Would have been involved.
would be involved.
Mm.
Yeah. So,
I agree,
like,
man.
you know what I mean? Like, there's really no need to,
Mm.
unless if it's serious, like it, like,
Yeah.
there's the truth, the serious, and the bullshit. Like, you know what I mean?
It's only the lawyers that win in the end, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
What about you? If you were in a room with every single person you met or interacted with on this journey, who was the first person you'd be drawn to? and
Probably
why?
his ex.
Yeah.
Just to say, what the fuck? Stop it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder if they know, like they the kids are affected, like or do
I
they
know.
just
We
get
thought
into
over
this,
time, like, she would
yeah.
get over it and move on, but she
Especially-
just got worse.
Especially that time when I said we recorded her
and she apologized. We were like,
and that
"Maybe
was
this
only-
is a-"
sorry
Sorry.
and that was only because my daughter got sick,
Mm.
right? And she's like, oh, like we shouldn't do this. We need to be there for our daughters. I'm like, yeah, you're right. And then lucky enough, Collette recorded the conversation. She's like, oh, this whole DV thing, like it wasn't me. I didn't want to do it, but they told me to do it. It's like, okay, like I thought cool, like let's move forward. Let's be,
Yeah.
amicable. Like we can do it. Like I'm doing this with my son's mom. Like we can do it.
Yeah.
Like there's no, like I've moved on. Like you've seen, like I've moved on. Like it's been a year. Like,
Yeah.
but no, man, it got worse.
Yeah, go worse.
Yeah, it's $1 million question, hey? Like, why? Why is the petty spitefulness overriding everything else?
Yeah.
Last one.
This is the hardest one.
What is it?
You'll see.
Any message for your children? Take your time, bro. You want me to start with you first while you
Yeah,
propose
I'll
himself?
go first because I know you'll make me cry. But just
Take your time. This is no rush. This is your guys' episode.
I just want them to know they have an amazing dad, and yeah, I can't talk.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful.
But I just want him to know that I didn't stop fighting. Like I will keep going. I will keep fighting for them. But I know, like their mental health, it's affecting them, and yeah, like I said, man, like I'll go all the way, like
Yeah.
all the way, like
Yeah.
but it's affecting them, and like the more we fight, the more it's affecting them, and I'm so glad I did this because like I said, one day they're gonna know the truth, and I've got all the evidence, all on my phone, on my
Got a big case full of it.
big case at home, with all the hard copies, and like when they're ready, it's there,
Yeah.
it's there, and they know that I didn't abandon them, like I didn't,
Yeah. What a message for your first son, and
Oh,
and maybe your guy's son, that they can look back in
Our
time.
little superstar Cisco.
Yeah, we'll leave a message for him.
oh, shout out to my son, my eldest one, Jake. He wouldn't mind me.
Yeah, you can
Thank
say
you.
his name. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the bomb, man. Like he's.
And
And
then-
don't forget, we got 2 gorgeous boys too from
Yeah,
her
my
side.
team, yeah.
And our little.
little superstar
Cisco,
dancer.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a shame
he's-
that they're missing out on seeing
Yeah.
him, and like they're obviously very musical as well. Like his oldest does drumming, and they want to sing and
They
dance,
can
and
sing too. Yeah, they can sing, the dance.
they're missing out on a good mentor.
Yeah.
Like, like we. I don't know if you know. Like I play in a band.
Yeah.
With my two nephews and my youngest son and my eldest son. He's quite talented too. Like when he was young, he used to perform with me. Like
Yeah.
obviously now he's grown up. He's got a girlfriend, and shout out to his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So it could be like the Jackson 5 or something.
Yeah,
Like my
yeah.
2 girls, they're quite talented.
Yeah.
Like I'll show you later. Like
Yeah,
I've got
yeah.
videos of them singing and stuff like that. And yeah, bro.
No, I seen you wearing mine when I showed at South Bank. I think you were performing. I think you told me
yeah.
the South. Yeah,
Oh,
South
appreciate,
Bank.
appreciate that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
thank you,
Oh,
man. Appreciate
all
that.
good, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
thanks for the shirt too.
No, don't be
I love
silly.
it.
man,
I
anytime.
I actually bought it for him,
Oh, did you? Oh, beautiful. Oh,
but
there
then
it
he
is.
couldn't wear it.
Represent, man. What do you?
Yeah, I love that one. Is that the Fearless Father? That's the Fearless Father.
Yeah.
The spider on the back
I
of the
bought him a
arrows.
couple.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's asking to reprint that one. How we feeling? Hopefully, it's what I like to think is, when my guests leave, they feel like it's, I've told my chapter. It's
Yeah.
done.
How do you feel?
I think I feel good now. Like
Okay.
like
Yeah,
like I said, I've been silent for
yeah,
so
he's
long.
had this
Like
built up.
got my build up. People. Especially like in the beginning when people come up to me, like like with the whole or you left your wife for another woman. Now they know I didn't.
Mm.
Or you're not posting photos of your girls. Why are you only posting photos of your son? Now you know why.
Mm.
I don't have to. Now if you want, if you want a story, just jump on Broken
Broken
The
Fathers
podcast.
podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it
Right.
is. Well, guys, if that's it,
I'd like to thank you both on behalf of the Broken Fathers podcast, all my viewers and listeners. I'd like to thank you both for coming down, taking time out of your day and your schedule, for sharing your story. I have no doubt it's going to connect and help with other fathers out there, and also partners.
Hope so.
Yeah, there'll be partners out there right now dating a broken father,
Yeah.
And I'm sure, I'm sure you won't mind me saying, but, dating a broken father isn't easy, It's, you would have taken
now
on.
we can move on.
Yeah, and you would have absorbed a lot of his
Definitely.
energy and,
heaps, man,
trauma. And
she's been amazing, bro.
yeah,
Thank
shout out to
I
you for
love
sticking by him. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
And yeah, like just got to stay positive, man. I've been in that dark hole too, because there's times where you're gonna feel like your hands are tired and of course, and I can understand like some of these guys, like they get labeled, when they get aggressive because, it's just like a fucking chihuahua, like if the more you kick freaking chihuahua, like it's gonna bite, bro, eventually, you know what I mean? So I can see where some of these guys, like they're gonna get fired up because the kids are involved. I bet you if, like a couple split up, but they get to see the kids, man, there'll be no issue.
yeah.
The guys are happy to move on and, just have the kids and do their own thing, But it's because of all this bullshit that the dad, of course, the dad's gonna be protective too, just like the mums, I'm not saying it's just, one-sided. I'm sure there's both sided, but like there's a reason why the guys are, like
Yeah, I always say that I know there's some shit fellas out there. That's
Yeah.
not what the podcast is
course
about.
there
There's
is,
good
yeah.
ones, But yeah, we shouldn't be painted with the same brush.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Just because there's some bad apples out there doesn't mean you just go, right, you're shit, your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, just stay positive. Like, stay positive, guys.
Well, hopefully you guys feel a bit better after this, and I appreciate you guys' support, and I wish you guys nothing but the best.
Hey, bro,
forward.
I'll tell you now. I'll support you 200%, bro. If you need
bro.
entertainment for anything, bro,
100%.
but it's no obligation, bro. Like we'll come and
Really
you.
are superstar though. Like,
Yeah, bring him down, suit him up.
or any charity work for whatever you need.
Yeah.
Like seriously, hit us up.
Thank you, bro.
Any entertainment, bro, we're there.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it. Thank you.
Honestly,
All right.
yeah, we'll bring the party on and
Yeah, done.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
you just bring the venue
Sweet.
in the crowd.
We'll wrap it up there.
Okay,
Sweet. Thank
Thank you.
you.
bro, thank you
Cheers.
so much.
No, all good.